Good evening, Hotfix Nation, and welcome to Hidden Heroes. My name is Anarchy, and Hidden Heroes is one of the newer shows where we aim to showcase speedrunners who are part of underrepresented communities in the games that they're passionate about and they want to show off. As I said, I'm your host, Anarchy, and tonight we've got an amazing schedule of runs celebrating Lunar New Year, which is this Wednesday, the 29th. So, as I said previously, Hidden Heroes is all about celebrating runners who are part of marginalized and underrepresented communities. And this is an episode that I've been wanting to do since the very beginning, the very inception of the show. So, if you don't know what Lunar New Year is, as a description via the Smithsonian National Museum of Asian Art, Lunar New Year is a celebration of the arrival of spring and the beginning of a new year on the lunisolar calendar. Lunar New Year is celebrated over 15 days, with many different traditions taking place in countries such as China, South Korea, and various other Asian heritage countries. In the Chinese zodiac, 2025 is the year of the snake, so we are celebrating the year of the snake today. So with me tonight, we've got some great gamers that I'm sure a lot of you will know who are going to be celebrating with me tonight. Up first, we have Zello, who's going to be running Mega Man Network Transmission. Then we have Hotfix veteran and fellow showrunner Limey, who's going to be running Hi-Fi Rush, which is going to be amazing. And then we'll be ending things off tonight with Juho, who will be doing a double creature feature with Amanda the Adventure 1 and 2, which I'm very, very excited for. But today's shirt bit, for the occasion, this is the first esports jersey that I ever owned, which is the Team China 2017 Overwatch World Cup jersey. That is a very, very deep cut, but the real ones will know. So here's normally where I would plug the Hotfix shirt, but if you were just watching Perilous Pass, which you really should have been, you might have actually already seen it, so we'll plug that a little bit later. So instead, we're going to plug the rest of Hotfix. So if you go to games.quick.com/hotfix to check out our Season 4 schedule, you can see the schedule for an in-depth look of all the runs that we have this week. We've got some great episodes of our reoccurring shows going on, as well as Oops All Fishing, which is amazing. Real ones now. But anyway, without further ado, I think it's time to get started. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome Zello, who's going to be running Mega Man Network Transmission. Take it away.
Thank you, Anarchy. Hi, everyone. I'm Zelo, or Zello, however you want to say it. Never matters to me. I'm happy to be here for Hidden Heroes for a different GDQ Hotfix reason, because a lot of people know me around doing GDQ Hotfix stuff or just GDQ stuff in general. I'm just a normal cishet guy. I don't really talk too much about my background, but I actually do have maternal heritage on my from Southeast Asia, so I'm happy to be able to represent that here, even if the most Asian thing I did for Lunar New Year was go get dim sum yesterday with my family. But I'm going to show you all Mega Man Network Transmission. This game is really fun. It's a really cool run, one of my favorites. We have a long intro cutscene right here that we can't skip, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it started. We'll call time when we get timer here. So Mega Man Network Transmission is a spin-off game in the popular Battle Network series. It takes place between 1 and 2. Right here is the intro cutscene. This is the end of the first game where you fight against the Life Virus, fighting against the World 3, and fight against Dr. Wily. We won't be seeing Wily, but we will see more World 3 here. But first, we have to do the ever-important Mega Dab.
That's awesome.
I love it. And get used to seeing that, because the sliding is the fastest form of movement, and you're going to be seeing about 55 minutes of slide dabbing. So I'm going to go over a little bit of the run the very beginning of the run while this cutscene's going. So in Network Transition, this is actually a platformer instead of a RPG like the Battle Network games are. So it plays like a classic Mega Man game, but it has a lot of Battle Network elements like the chip system, the locations, the setting. So the beginning of this, we have a folder of 20 chips that will be randomly selected every time we start a level. So I'm going to do some mechanics to be able to manipulate those chip draws and be able to get what I need per level, because our Buster sucks at the beginning of the game. By the way, time will start in just a bit here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and read all these emails here. So we have a little bit of a system called the reg system in the Battle Network games, where I can set one chip as my reg chip, and whenever I go to the custom screen, that reg chip always appears as my first chip. So that mitigates a lot of the randomness. So I'm regging Sword that we'll use on the boss fight, and in the very beginning of this level, we get a tutorial, and the tutorial always gives us cannon and V-gun for that. So I have the 3 things I need in order to do this intro section here. So we'll pick all these here. So you can see it plays out like a typical Mega Man platformer here. We'll go over a few of the UI things right here. So in the top left, we have the yellow bar, which is health. The green bar is MP. So whenever you use chips, it uses a certain amount of MP. And we need to manage that very carefully because it does regenerate over time, but very slowly. We're going to get this key here. Bottom left, we have which chips I've selected and the amount of them. So you need both at least one chip in reserve and the MP to cast it. We've got the custom gauge at the top. Whenever that fills back up, we can enter the custom screen again and pick new chips as needed. We'll do that in a few levels. And right here, we're going to wipe out a whole bunch of enemies, get a whole bunch of other chips. So enemies drop things based on your rank. This game does have a rank system just like the original Battleworld games, but you're not going to be able to see it here. Most things we're going to want to S rank and get by killing stuff in either 3 seconds or less and taking no damage. That gets us usually the best reward that we want. So we're going to farm up a lot of cannons, shockwaves, and just some other stuff that'll be useful for the rest of the run. So as you can tell, sliding around is the quickest form of movement like it typically is in most Mega Man games. One other optimization for this game is there's often a lot of animation canceling. Whenever you use a chip on the ground, you have to kind of use the go through the animation while using it. And if we can time the chip use by landing, we can kind of cancel that animation and start sliding faster and such. So really, really handy. Gonna grab this backup chip right here. This increases our max lives. We only start with 2 lives. They do get refreshed whenever we start a new stage, but this one's really difficult to avoid, and it's good to have just a bit of a safety for a marathon run or any kind of showcase run, because this game is really hard casually. Anybody who's played this casually knows how brutal the beginning of this is when you have very few resources. So a little bit of plot right here. Roll was trying to go home. Mail couldn't get in touch with Roll. So we go and find her. And she says, oh, there's a giant fire. I can't get home. So we're going to equip the heat armor that she gave us for a little bit of safety. And if you've ever wondered why your hard drive was on fire, it didn't work, this is probably why. Everything's on fire right here. So don't be alarmed if your computer ever explodes because Fireman decided to go on a rampage. So the creators of this game, it's actually Arica. Capcom only published the game, but Arica actually developed it. And Arica paid a lot of tributes right here. Like this opening section you might have noticed was very similar to Fireman's original stage of Mega Man 1. So they paid a lot of tribute to a lot of the early classic Mega Man games, which is really neat. So we're going to farm up some more cannons. So collecting the chips not only gives us cannons in reserve, but it also increases the max capacity. So that's really important because cannons are actually among the most useful. Could use a couple of V-guns right there. And this is thankfully a pretty short section. So coming up is the boss fight. So most people who play this for the first time get really stuck on Fireman. We're going to just kind of cheese the AI out here using the swords that we regged at the very beginning. So he's normally really hard. If I didn't have the heat armor equipped, I'd die in 2 hits. But hopefully he just won't do anything right here, because he's very smart when you stand next to him. Okay, he got to do one thing. There. Very smart.
Nice.
And
I'm like enthralled right now. There's like shapes and colors happening. I'm like, wow.
This only happens if your PC is on fire. Just keep that in mind. So you do get ranks whenever you defeat a boss as well. And this actually is important because we want as much money as possible. Money in this game is very tight for a speed run. Thankfully not as tight as 100%, which we will not do ever, I hope. But Fireman was basically infected with a virus. And we're going to go investigate the cause of that virus. So we rigged some cannons now, because we're not going to get them for free anymore. And they'll carry us through most of this next level. So the game kind of starts out as a Metroidvania, where we're just kind of exploring the internet. That'll kind of break up into more traditional Mega Man style stages later. But it's kind of fun to explore. There's some really cool things you can do. And if you're kind of struggling with areas, you can always go back, get supplies, get resources, buy from the shop. So it helps mitigate a lot of the difficulty. Okay, so this first screen has some cycles that we want to catch. So we're going to use very specific movements right here so we can catch it. So there's a spike cycle that we'll be getting under. And I do have a recovery 30, so I'm going to try for the other cycle. where I need to kind of get over this bridge right here. And if I'm really fast, well, unfortunately, I just botched it, so we're not going to go for that cycle now. That's okay. So we could catch this bridge right here, but that's fine. We'll just slide under it. So because I took all the chips in my draw, like the cannons I'm guaranteed to get because I rigged them, but since I have 4 other random chips I can work with, a lot of this game is being able to improv with what you're given. So being able to use the V-guns on those sorties right there saves a bit of time because that's less time I need to shoot things. So a lot of high-level play in this really comes down to how many strategies do you know and how well can you improv them.
Yeah, I can see why this game is so difficult now. I get it.
Yep, so we're going to take a damage boost right here. Damage boosting in this game is a little bit different from classic Megas, where it actually is dependent on your hitbox relative to the enemy's attack instead of just bouncing backwards. So we're going to bounce off this B-tank right here. All right, so this is Starman right here. We find out, oh, Starman was selling this fake virus, or fake vaccine that was the virus. And he gets away. We're going to go chase him. But he leaves a Spiky behind. Poor Spiky. I love furry dogs normally, but that one's got to go. So we see our good friend Numberman right here, and unfortunately, he didn't see where Starman went, so. But we get an email from our good friend Dex who's like, hey, that vaccine I installed on Gutsman is no good. Please come and help. So in typical land fashion, we're just going to go help Dex out. So we buy a couple things from the shop right there, get a mem up, and an HP memory. So there's several types of power-ups in this game. We have HP memories, which increase your max HP. We have mem-ups, which increase both your max MP and your regen rates. We have that Buster power-up that I just grabbed from that mystery data. We'll go into those later. The Buster power-ups, we need 8 of those for later. And then we also have reg-ups, which increase my regular memory, which allows me to reg more powerful chips later in the game. So that's just a quick overview of the upgrades we'll be getting. We finished this game with way less than you're ever intended to go with. Alright, so we're coming up on the Gutsman fight, and this is actually one of the most scary bosses in the game, because Gutsman has way more HP than a second boss should ever have. He has 600 HP, he's actually incredibly fast for his attacks, and it's very easy to just get 2 or 3 shotted. So because I don't really have powerful chips in my draw right now, we're going to use 5 cannons on him to kind of soften him up. And then we're going to go back into the folder right here. We're going to reg sword now because my custom gauge is filled up. I can just pull the swords right out of my draw, and we can finish Gutsman off. There we go. No problem.
Nice.
Yeah, if you try and slide under him, he usually just counters with a Guts Punch immediately the moment you stand up, and you get hit for more than half your health. So he is incredibly dangerous in this game. Okay, so this is where the game opens up a bit. We get to pick from 4 different stages, and we can do them in any order. So we're going to go to the one stage where we don't need any other equipment to start with. Also very convenient that all the other characters just happen to email you all at the same time with their problems. I'm glad that doesn't happen in real life, right? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and reg cannon back up. We're gonna go to the bank first. I'm going to make 1 withdrawal of a good showcase run, hopefully. So,
I believe I trust.
I'm glad you do, because anytime I do this for any kind of event like this, I'm always scared that the worst will happen because this game is extremely punishing. So we need to get mail out of the bank right here. We didn't get anything super useful. We can use the V-guns a bit. We can definitely use the V-guns. But we'll be mostly relying on the cannons for the boss fight. So just like in Mega Man 2, I hope you like quick lasers coming up. We're gonna grab this reg up right here. And thankfully, this stage is actually not bad in a run, but casually it's a nightmare. So you just have to know which paths to take right here. We're just gonna damage boost past this Sniper Joe. I do have the Recuv 10s, but I think I'm gonna hold on to the MP. MP management is pretty critical, so we're just gonna kind of do this. We can blast through this Sniper Joe shield, get a lucky health drop right there, so we don't have to get the one by the boss portal, which is nice. Saves just a little bit of time. So through the laser gauntlet we go. Oh, I actually ended up way off where... that's actually never happened before. Ah!
Oh, you said the line.
I said the line. That's okay. That's not a big deal for this stage. I have never actually ended up sliding over that first block. So, not the most punishing death, because we still have our cannons. And I still have one in reserve just in case things happen. So we're just going to be careful not to slide over that block again. There, problem solved.
Yay.
One spiky in the way. Alright, so this is where bosses get more difficult. They start introducing blocking mechanics. So just like in Battle Network 2, Quickman here will block if you try and hit him while he's idle, or running around in this case. So we're going to force his attacks right here by forcing a block. And we're just going to keep countering him wherever we can. And since I don't really have any other good chips, we're just going to have to rely on cannons. And so this is honestly the most fun boss fight in the game. It's all execution here and just reacting to him. But it's also very difficult. He's running me over. Yeah, the Buster is not good for damage here, only doing like 3 damage a shot when my cannons do 40 apiece. But thankfully we got him without too much difficulty. So get our money, get his chip, and we'll move on from there.
Nice.
What would a network transmission run be without at least one very fun blender? Okay, so we're going to make our first trip over to Higsby's and buy stuff from the other shop. So there's several different types of mystery data in this game. We have yellow mystery data, which kind of gives like key items and hints. We have green mystery data, which gives random rewards based on the area they're picked up in. There's blue mystery data, which is set rewards. And then there's purple, which is just like blue, but it requires an unlocker to open. We picked up one unlocker from the shop to open a purple mystery data in this level. And we bought a bunch of heat bees for later, because heat bees are very useful. One of the best chips in the game. Thankfully, this level doesn't need much for equipment either. But we want to stock up on tree bombs here, so we definitely want to get S ranks on these kill plants here. Tree bomb being one of the most useful chips for the run. I'm going to also get the safety HP mem here. I wouldn't do this for a record attempt, but the boss is extremely scary and can two-shot me without it. So I'd rather not die. So we've got a cool little strat right here. If I can get this double cannon shot and still grab the rail, good. That's pretty tight to hit that fishy right that.
Yeah, this level looks cool. I'm not gonna lie with you. This looks like awesome.
Yeah, the garden theme's really great. I also got to give a shout out to the music. The music in this game is fantastic as a whole. It really sets the mood. And one thing I didn't notice until it was pointed out to me was that there are crickets chirping in the background. That's actually part of the track. So it was pretty fun to find that out. So I'm a little bit low on HP because I took that early hit, so I'm going to use a rat in here to destroy that and be able to get this unlocker without taking a damage boost. This is not a good spot for this. Okay. We'll take this damage boost here, get past these spikes. There is one mem up I need to get at the very end of this level, and if I miss the jump, I die and lose about a minute and a half. So I'm going to hope that doesn't happen here, because this is a very scary jump to make. Okay, we're good.
Nice.
So we're going to do a folder edit right here. We're going to swap in the heat bees that we bought and reg them now. So this is where we're going to start seeing elemental weaknesses. So Needleman coming up is a wood nabby and is weak to any kind of heat chips. So the heat bees will do double damage. And we want to kill him in 5 shots. We need to do this quick before he kills us quickly, because he's pretty scary normally. So we're going to stay way away. On this last hit, I want to be close to him. Okay. So between the 4th and 5th hits, he usually tries to do a desperation attack where he moves to the top of the screen and is invincible and wastes a bunch of time. If you're close to him, when you do that 4th hit, he'll usually prioritize doing a different attack. So big shout outs to my good friend and fellow runner Verilix for teaching me that. He came up with a lot of really cool strats for this game, especially involving stuff like dash attack. Okay, so we're going to stock up on supplies for the next level. So I'm going to buy 1 half energy for safety and then 3 elect blades. These will be used on the boss coming up. Now I still have Heat V regged. I'm going to use that for a grinding session coming up because I actually want 10 of a certain chip. But that puts me at the mercy of randomness for what the rest of my draw is because I still need some stuff to get around everything. So what did I get here? That's actually a pretty good draw. I got mini bombs and dash attack. That's pretty workable. Mini bombs actually being one of the best chips for a casual play because the explosion lingers. So get rid of them. So we're gonna farm these Pepe viruses, these penguins. They drop the most important chip for the run, double jump. Or really, I should call it by its proper name because of English naming conventions, doob jump.
That's awesome.
Doob jump. So we're gonna get 10 of these because these will break things very heavily later on. And it's very much worth farming right here. So we've got our 10 doob jumps. I'm gonna grab this 1 HP memory in the corner right here. There is a very scary jump coming up. I need to get past this cold bear. So I have a few frames to make this jump. Okay, no problem. Yeah, if you miss that, you die instantly because you can't take another hit.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I'll have to do another one later too. So it's a little scary. So we're gonna do another folder edit right here. Now that my gauge is full, we're gonna reg Shockwave for the mini boss and set up a few other chips. So we're gonna put in Tree Bomb, Bub V, Elect Blade, and Double Jump, Doob Jump. Yeah, so Shockwave is going to be used to clear out the mini boss. This level has one of 2 mini bosses in the whole game, and it's very annoying. So this is actually Shockwave's turn to shine. So we get a little bit of story here. Iceman went berserk as well. Freud's like, yeah, you need to stop Iceman because all the water's frozen. I guess that's a little less morbid than in BN1 when all the water was poisoned instead.
I love this background here. I'm rocking with this.
It's so cute. Like, I love this game to death. I won't say it's the most well-designed, but it's very fun and it has lots of cute things. Like, you gotta vibe with it. So we get another reg up here and an HP memory. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, I'm vibing.
So this is the only level in the game where we actually need to get a key to unlock part of the area coming up. So we're going to jump into this area. So we've got this giant puppy as a mini boss. So this giant puppy splits into 4 other puppies, which each of those also splits into 4 other puppies. So that's very fun. Oh, and all of them each have 120 health. So Shockwave is the only really efficient way to do this. So we also want to kill these quickly because we want a lot of Bub Vs. So these puppies all drop Bub Vs in their final form. And those are very useful. We want at least 12 for later. Look like we got a pretty good amount. What do I want to do here? You know, we've actually got a lot of HP and a lot of MP. I'm actually going to try and damage boost my way around all this. Oh. This is normally not what I do for a route, but we're going to do this anyways. Oh, that's bad. I'll probably die anyways. No, we're good. Okay. I would normally take a death warp right here. So, that's okay. Oh, I'm going to have to... Oh, shoot. I think I need to do some shenanigans anyways, because I just realized I don't have health to damage boost. Here, we'll do this. We'll death warp in a different way. We'll just do it right here instead. So now I have the health to do the damage boost here, because we need to get past this other cold bear. And thankfully, I did draw a couple bubblers, which I do need to get past this last shrimpy. Alright, Iceman fight. So the only thing really scary is his desperation attack, which will one-shot me. But as long as I dodge the first attack, we should be able to manipulate this without a problem. There you go, no problem.
Nice.
Yeah, just stay close to him, face tank the second attack he does, and just prevent him from doing the desperation. So we're good. I gotta give a shout out to Fat Kid for that fight because the old strat of doing tree bombs is really funny, especially when it goes horribly wrong. So big shout outs to good friend Fat Kid.
That was an awesome username.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and reg Tree Bomb 1 right here. This will be used for the boss fight. So this is the last stage in the group of 4 right here. this first screen coming up in the shopping district, this is the coolest screen for horizontal movement. So I'm going to focus for just a second just to see if I can get some good movement going right here. It helps if I get some shooting chips. And I did get some shooting chips. Not powerful ones, though. I was looking for either Heat V or Bub V since they do just enough damage to kill the Sparkies in one hit. We'll do some fun stuff here. Take a damage boost through that one. Take a damage boost through this one coming up right here. Yeah, pretty plain.
Yeah, I would not be able to do that. Power to you. I could not do that.
I'm sure you could. I will put you through Zelo boot camp if I need to. I already do it for Pump It Up. I can put it through any game. So we grab one more Buster power-up right there. So we only have a couple more that we need to get. So I'm going to probably play this safe just so I don't get one-shotted by this laser. Just make sure we're on the right cycle here. These lasers do a ton of damage, and I'd rather not die. Okay, so anybody who's fought Brightman casually knows he is extremely painful to fight normally because he also has a block mechanic where he taunts you when he's trying to do an attack, and if an attack hits him while he taunts, then he counters with a laser. I'm going to make all of you very mad by doing this. I'm pretty sure I made a couple hundred people very mad seeing that being done like that. So if we can toss the tree bomb and make it connect when he finishes the taunt, it'll connect, and then we can chain tree bombs while he's in his flinch animation and not trigger the taunt anymore. So as long as you don't see anything from Brightman, you're good. Okay, so a little bit of plot right here, nothing big. We're gonna go look for some information on this mysterious virus that's been going around. Proto-Man yells at us, God yells at us as usual, just like he does in the rest of the series. And our biggest fan tells us, like, hey, there might be something at the abandoned power plant. Obviously not suspicious.
No, not suspicious.
Well, we're gonna make a pit stop at the arcade first, so we rigged Doob Jump right here. This is going to start breaking levels pretty hard. So there's normally a long backtrack in this first section of the arcade right here. Also, shoutouts to the rock and the slots in the back. When they localized the game, they didn't change that from rock to mega. It still says rock in the US version. I love that. So this is the power of Doob Jump right here. I'm just going to chain jumps as long as I have energy and chips to spare. So we just got this key way earlier than we're supposed to. And that's going to be a very common theme with stages coming up. We're just going to get to places we were not intended to get this early.
The power of Doob Jump.
Doob jumping. So tight slide coming up right here. Hopefully we can get under this fishy's waves. Good. I think it actually grazed my head for a second. I was about to have a hot head, and I already am a hot head in real life. Also, this is a banger of a track. Most people's favorite. It's not actually my favorite, but it is really good.
Yeah, I'm rocking with this.
Okay, so MP management's going to be kind of critical right here, so we're just going to kind of try and save MP. And we're just going to damage boost their enemies instead. Because I do need to use several Doob Jumps to get this mem up that's coming up. This is actually the reason why we do this stage before Power Plant, because we really want this mem up. Also, what kind of arcade is this? I don't see no music games, I don't see no Pump It Up, no DDR. Worst arcade ever.
I feel like we're at a casino.
It really is.
We've taken a detour to Vegas.
Oh god, if the Battle Network series took place in Vegas, I don't even want to know what kind of navis would be coming out of there. Alright, so this is legitimately one of the scariest fights in the game. So the Color Man fight right here, the scariest thing he can move is move towards... The scariest thing he can do is move towards me. We want him to just stay over there and just not do anything but attack. So we're going to rig those Bub Vs that I got from the mini-boss fight earlier. I have plenty of them, so this is good. And he's staying over there. But the more he moves towards me, the less room that I'm going to have to be able to dodge his attacks. So that's a critical reason to not have him move. So he's playing nice. Yeah, that's actually the nicest he's played in a long time. So very nice.
Nice. Let's go.
My warm-up run before this was he moved left literally 6 times in a row to the point where I had to damage boost through him and get to the other side. Like, I'm not going to have any room to move. All right, so we're going to rig our Duke Jump again. We're going to go to the power plant now. This is the most difficult level in the run as far as MP routing is concerned, because we need a lot of Doob jumps for the stage itself. It's a very vertically oriented stage, just like Electroman stage in Mega Man 1. Spoiler alert for who the boss is. But we also want MP to be able to do the boss fight here. So we're going to take things in a very specific order so that we don't run out of MP. And we've actually got a decent draw. We got Heat V's in our draw. We can use a couple of those on the boss fight, which can save me a little bit of time if I go for the optimal MP strat. So we're going to Doob jump up here. We're going to skip a long backtrack. And this level also has the remaining 2 Buster power-ups that we're going to pick up for the run. And then we'll buy the rest. Also, do not ever get stunned by those Mega Bunnies. Getting stunned by them, they can stun you again before you recover, and you can just get chained until you're dead.
Well, that's great game mechanic.
So here's the big vertical room right here. So we're going to try and catch some cycles with these Gabuals. And just be careful not to run into them. And there are some electricity cycles that we're going to try and avoid. So as long as we go as fast as possible, we should avoid everything just fine. But you can see ladder climbing is very, very slow in this game, like it is in pretty much every other Mega Man game. So we're going to avoid them as much as possible. Like, I would like to use more Doob jumps and reach the top of this room now, but I need more for this room coming up right here. So we're going to skip this very long ladder puzzle. Doing that normally is awful. Cannot recommend. I'm very sad when I don't get an optimal draw on 100%, and I have to do that room normally. Alright, so this comes up to the Electman fight. So this is also another scary boss. He can 2-shot me. I'm going to try and bait his block and counter him. But the lightning clouds he summons do have very random trajectories. And this is not a good pattern to start with. I'm going to dodge to the right and hopefully not get hit here. Nope. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, that should be up. Oh, I never opened the custom screen. No wonder my tree bomb didn't come out. That's okay. We still have all of our tree bombs. We can still do this optimally. Cue that up in the that's never happened before. Twice in one run. Impressive.
Would not be a hotfix one without some shenanigans.
Nope. Well, this is fine. We can just be safe here. Just kind of throw tree bombs in his face. Just gotta be careful with this last one. I'm gonna be playing very safe so I don't die. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's more important to get a good rank on him anyways. Make sure we get our money because, like I said, money routing's very tight. And the rank you get in a boss fight does determine how much money you get. So that's the halfway point for the run. So unfortunately, right here we get a little bit of plot stuff. And basically Mega Man got infected with the virus himself. So we talked to Dad. Dad's like, yeah, stay indoors. Well, did you ever listen to your dad as like a 10-year-old kid? I know I didn't. But so we emailed, try and get some information of what to do with the virus, and Higsby, being a former World 3 operative, was like, hey, you can check out this place called the Zero Account on the net. I'll give you a key for it. So this is mostly plot stuff, so we're just going to set up a few things. So I'm actually going to talk a little bit about the run history while we have some downtime and I'm just setting up plot things. So this run really got started back on the SDA forums back in late 2010, early 2011, mostly by Zaire. And then Garlisle did a lot of the early routing and figuring things out. And he had a time that was like a 138 and change that wasn't recorded, but it was like the first known first run. So about a year later, Doisum actually got into the game. And he actually had the first recorded run that was on SCA for a long time. He had a 106.51 with a lot of new optimizations. So that stood for a long time there. Early 2014, good Team BN member and leader Taraj42 was competing with Beekle, and he got a 101.58 in about early 2014. So a lot of really cool stuff found by him. Joka picked the game up, and in late 2015, he got a 57.55. So that was a significant time drop right there. Mabel picked up the game after that, and she actually showcased this game's only appearance at a mainline GDQ at AGDQ 2017, and also brought the time down to a 57.43. And that stood for several years. And this is about where I came into play for this game. I started running this game in late 2019 in December because I wanted revenge on this game, and I thought this looked like a cool run. So I did that, and thanks to me and Verilix, with a lot of work over about a year and a half, the time has been dropped all the way down to a 54.07, which is honestly outstanding, and I would be surprised if that run is ever improved with how difficult this is to run. So
I love a good history lesson.
Yeah, it was a good time for that. So we did a few things right there. We opened up a shortcut on the map, which takes us to the areas we need to go faster. And then after that, we backtracked back to Numberman using the doob jumps that we set, and we bought the remaining 3 Buster power-ups. We put all those power-ups into level 5 attack and level 5 charge. So now the Buster went from being the most worthless thing in the game to the most broken thing in the game, because now my fully charged shots do 90 damage apiece, and they charge really fast. So this is going to be our main source of damage for the rest of the run, for the most part. So now our chips mostly take kind of a utility role. So we can use them more for just getting around places or doing some other neat things, like this first level right here. So in Old Area 1, we could do this really, really hard level, or we could just jump straight up to the top of 3 doob jumps and skip it.
There you go. Love a good doob jump.
So this is legitimately one of the most difficult levels. This and the next level are the 2 most execution-heavy levels in the entire run, so I will focus just a bit here. There are a ton of spikes. Spikes do not instantly kill you, but they do 200 damage, and I only have 220 HP right now with the extra HP memory I picked up in Needleman's stage. And I need to take a damage boost at the very end of this that's worth 100 HP, so we're going to be very careful. Oh, and by the way, there's all these little pit drops right here, so gotta be careful. So we're going to very carefully doob jump over this Megallion. So Megallions have auras. Auras cannot be broken unless you do an attack that does at least 100 damage, and the Buster is unfortunately not powerful enough for that, so we're just going to avoid them. So take one last damage boost to that. Proto Man unfortunately got infected by the virus, so he's like, I'm out. And it's like, loser. So this is where the Buster really shines right here. So the Buster not only does a ton of damage quickly, it also does not trigger invincibility frames on any of these bosses, with one exception. Of course, Swordman gives me the worst pattern immediately, but that's fine. So we're going to be seeing a lot less enemy attacks. So it's just really handy to be able to just do a bunch of damage quickly. So you saw 2 attacks as opposed to like the 10 you saw during Color Man. So it's really nice to just not deal with their stuff. Although they still do a ton of damage, so you have to be careful. So we burned through most of our money, but we still have a little bit, so we're going to go burn a little bit more. We're going to buy some barriers. Barriers are really good in this game. I did not mean to buy that whole bunch. That's fine. It's only 500 zenny, no big deal. Another that's never happened before. Y'all at home should just keep track at this point, and we'll see how many I get at the end of the run. So we'll have those barriers later when we do another folder edit. We'll just buy up for later. But this part of the level, we just need to get deeper and deeper into the 0 count. So we're just going to be playing one stage at a time, beat a stage, get a key, traverse a little deeper. And each of the stages here are a little bit more gimmicky in their themes. So coming up, we have the other really hard execution stage. This is Strange Grav area. Gimmick here is the different types of tiles increase gravity pull. So we're just going to be very careful getting up these purple and the orange tiles later. But there's a lot of tight movement. There's a lot of just very precise slides. I want to make sure I hit this cycle right here. Make sure we get past these rollers. There's one other thing we need to get here. We want to get several mega cannons. This is the first level where Cannon Dump 3 show up, and we want to get mega cannons because those are the S rank drop, and we need 5 of them for a boss later on. So I want to be sure I S rank these. and not get hit because they do a ton of damage. They do like half my HP at this point.
Yeah, this looks terrifying.
It is very terrifying. So we're going to damage boost past this Hammer Joe right here. Gravity gets flipped here, and that means I need to start holding up when I do slides, which is a little awkward. Get one last Canadum here. Perfect. We're going to skip another gravity section using Dude Jumps, and we'll do a folder edit right here. So I want to throw in the barrier and the 2 cannons. And we're going to reg those barriers. So the barriers give you free hit and invincibility frames for a little bit. So we can use this to just run at the end of the level, which is just really handy, especially since there's a medallion at the very end that we wouldn't really be able to get past without like the B or such. Okay, now we have this very funny boss fight against Gravity Man, and the text is really funny because Land's like, be careful, he has a really advanced AI, even though he just stands here. So he's just gonna stand here just doing things. We're just gonna use the barriers to block. Yes, very advanced. I even had my practice run where he did literally nothing the entire fight.
I wish all the boss fights were like that.
I wish too. Especially the 2 coming up. Because the next 2 fights are, they're certainly something in terms of design. Alright, so farther into the 0 account we go. Not really too much with this level coming up. So I want to hear your thoughts, Anarchy. What do you think of this game being like the first real time you've seen it?
It looks extremely hard and difficult. You were not lying when you said it was hard. I don't think I could do this. I really don't think I could. So more power to you, because I'm scared.
Don't worry, I am too. That's every runner in this game. But any of you that are interested in this game at all, feel free to hit me up or hit up anybody on Team BN. We'll get you resources, whatever you want, in order to play this game, casually or running. I just want to see people give a little appreciation for this, because this is a fun little gem if you take it for what it is. So the gimmick of a no grab right here is that you have almost no gravity, so we get really high jumps. So we're going to skip most of no grab 1 right there, taking that very precise jump. Being very careful not to bonk. So we get a little bit of story here. Dad's like, hey, I've got a vaccine ready. Why don't you install it? Great. Oh, by the way, the virus is mutating, so this doesn't really help. It's like, thanks, Dad. So I actually did get Bub V's in my draw, which means we can do optimal strats here. So we're going to hightail it to the second mini-boss of this run, and the last one we'll see. A little bit of dupe jump use here. I'm going to pick up 1 HP memory on the way. So I like how Mabel describes this boss. Hitting this boss coming up is like trying to hit the inside of a banana. You have to hit that little tiny piece in there. And that's, with how hitboxes work, that's basically impossible. So, hitting the inside of a banana. So using Bub V with the spread and the AoE, you can just hit it there. So we've got Starman coming up. This is an extremely scary fight. I'm going to try and manipulate him by doing a bunch of charge shots to force him to do the Star Arrow instead of his Meteor Shower. Unfortunately, he's not giving a very good pattern. And he can also do this, where you have like an almost full screen attack, which is not fun. Oh, here comes another one. Okay, at least we didn't get another one. And oh, here's the fun part. The money's out of bounds.
Right. Oh, that's awesome.
I love that. I love just not being able to pick up the money. Okay, teacher, it's like trying to, like, you peel it only part of the way, and you try and hit the inside of that.
Right. Okay.
Well, we didn't have any happy accidents, so it's fine. Alright, so last little stage in this section of the game, we're going to go into the 0 count. So we're going to reg barrier. Stage itself is not terribly interesting, so... But I can just use that time to talk about the boss coming up. This boss has ended many players' runs for a very big design issue. This boss coming up, when he gets low enough HP, he has an attack called Phantom Zero, and when he does that, he charges to the side of the screen, is completely invincible, and does 2 sonic waves that cover the entire screen and do 300 damage, and can't be avoided.
Okay.
And just for reference, I have less than 300 HP. They'll kill me instantly. So we have ways to mitigate that, which is why we have Barrier on tap. So we'll use a couple barriers to get through these medallions early. This stage is really cool if you do it at 100%, but at 90% we're just going to beeline for the exit. So not too much here. I do always like wireframe effects in my games, so the background being trippy is always really cool.
This is very cool, I'll say that.
Alright, so I'm going to let this cutscene play out because I do think this boss intro is really cool. Oh my goodness, the boss is Zero. Who would have thought when there was the Zero virus in the game? So he also has blocking mechanics right here. So we're gonna bait him into doing things, and we're going to counter him. We're gonna try and stay close and make him do what we call Fast Zero. So where he does these slashes, and we can just do very fast attacks. This is a little scary. I'm gonna turn one barrier on. Oh, here's Phantom Zero right here. So we're gonna try and bait him into doing a different attack, because if I try and get him to, if I were to try and like force him to block, he probably would have just done Phantom Zero again. So we didn't die. That's good enough. But
Yay.
Very scary fight. Loves to waste time. So unfortunately, since this is any percent, we didn't get what we need to save Zero. So bye-bye, buddy. Sorry. Not like we see him in the rest of the series anyways. And besides, he has a grave in Battle Network 6's graveyard. We gotta, unfortunately, finish him off. Otherwise, it's not canon. So there you go. This game is actually canon.
Amazing.
Anyways, plot happens. We think we saved the day, but no, this guy named the Professor was like, oh yeah, I was actually doing things and manipulating everything. So I'm gonna revive the life virus, as creative as he is. So we get depressed. Dex gives us a pep talk of all people. So we're going to go try and figure out how to stop the life virus. So we're going to try and go into the internet. So read this email from Yai right here. I'm going to preset Dupe Jump for later. So Yai tells us, hey, the only way to get to the undernet is if you are crude and nasty. Because Glide was too polite to the gatekeeper. So I'm going to let that cutscene play out when I get to it, because it's pretty funny what the last line is. So we're going to go all the way down here. Going to get to the very end of this cutscene, talk to this guy. It's like, you have to be, don't try any funny business or I'll have to stab you. Rawr. Whoa, you're so nasty.
Awesome.
You gotta be from the internet.
Rawr.
I'm definitely not a hero of any kind. Absolutely
That's
not.
great.
So unfortunately, the path to the internet was booby-trapped, and it sends us to the center instead. So we're gonna go look for some clues on figure out how to get around this trap. So I'm gonna take a drink while we're reloading here. So we get a couple clues of where to go. Dex gives us a key to a place on the outer net called the Legendary World area. And we also decide we're going to do some investigation on the old destroyed subway station from the first game. So we're going to go to outer net first, because we want to buy some more things from Number Man before we do the next 2 stages. Oh, I actually got Barrier in my draw, so this is another lucky draw right here, so we don't have to reg it later. So very handy.
Yay.
Yeah, you gotta love running this game. You get like 10-second time saves like those at random, and there's no way to manipulate it outside of a TAS. Speaking of TAS, big shoutouts to Pontus, who made a new TAS ever since this game was last shown at a hotfix. That TAS is really good, and you should go see it. So we're gonna make our way back up to Number Man the fast way. So I have Tons of money, so we're going to buy out 3 mem ups and 2 remaining HP memories. I would like another mem up, but we don't have the money for that. I'm not rich, unfortunately. So that's everything we'll get for number man right here. We're going to use a few more dupe jumps to get past another ladder puzzle. Please to God, pray you never have to do this one normally either. That one might be honestly worse than the one in Power Plant. All right, so we're in the Legendary World area. This is my favorite track in the game, and this is what your grandparents' internet looked like.
I love this so much.
Yeah, the ancient Egyptian ratties of the internet. You didn't have Trojan horses, you had ratties. So we're gonna skip a whole bunch of Yoku blocks right here with the last of our dupe jumps. So this is pretty scary because enemies here do a ton of damage. So we're going to hopefully not tap the ratties. We can tap the spookies, that's fine. They do a little bit less. So I want to beat a cycle coming up right here. So we're going to try and book it there. And it's going to be a pretty scary jump making it past the cycle, because if I miss it, I get crushed by spikes and die. So good luck to me here. Good, no problem.
Yay.
And that one's really bad if you die because you respawn with no dupe jumps left, so you get to sit through the Yoku blocks as well.
Oh, it's awful.
All right, so area 2 is pretty straightforward right here. So we have our 5 barriers. We're just gonna damage boost past a whole bunch of enemies, because killing this big guy right here, this big guy has 400 HP. We're not gonna be killing him. We're just gonna boost past everything. This is also, like I said, this is my favorite track in the game, so I'll give you a little bit of trivia. 2 of the tracks were all composed by Super Sweep, and 2 of the 3 Super Sweep composers were Shinji Hosoe and Ayaka Saso. 2 very fantastic composers, and those of you in the music game community might know them as Sampling Masters Mega and Sampling Masters Aya. So, there are a lot of really cool things about the game, but the music is definitely my favorite aspect. Really, really good, especially this Pharaoh Man remix right here. So we're gonna grab this health right here. So we've got the fight against Pharaoh Man. Interestingly, this is the only time you fight him in on a main story. He mostly just moves around. He has a lot of HP. We're just gonna hope we kill him before he starts summoning Anubis statues, which are the worst thing he can do by far. So usually he just drops a bunch of coffins. Oh, there's an Anubis. So you need 3 hits to destroy an Anubis. Doesn't matter what the actual damage is, but the attack can't not be dodged. So that's fine. We only got 1 Anubis, and otherwise no problem.
Nice.
I've had a fight where he dropped 4 Anubises on me in a row, and that wastes so much time to have to deal with them. So we didn't find anything modern, but we can still take this old data, so we'll use that for plot later. Okay, so we're going to do another folder edit right here. So whenever you defeat a boss for the first time, you can see we get a chip from them. That's their signature attack. Most of those are not terribly useful for a run, but the one we got from Starman actually is. So any of you who have played Mega Man 5 know how good Super Arrow is. We're going to get one use of that, basically. And that's going to skip a lot of the stage coming up. So we're in the destroyed subway station from the first game. So I do need to pick up 1 more Mega Cannon so that we have 5. And we also didn't draw a Mega Cannon, so I'm going to wait to draw it at the very end of this level. So that's okay. So we can play this nice and safe here. So we'll get our last Mega Cannon coming up right here. A little bit tight to make these shots. Good. Okay. So we're going to use the Star Arrow coming up right here at a very specific height so I can get through a bunch of stuff, because this level, for whatever reason, has a Gutsman cart. So we're going to get on here. We're going to slide right through here, and we're just going to skip everything and also outrun our Buster shots. So
that's really funny.
So I still need to make a cycle at the very end of this, so we're going to be sliding to the end. Hopefully we just get around this last snapper 2. No problem. Should make this cycle with a little bit of a lead. Yep, no problem. So I'm going to go ahead and reg the Mega Cannons that I have, because they're very good for this boss fight, and doing this fight Buster only is extremely scary. I'm not brave enough to do that in a marathon setting. So we'll just wait for the custom gauge to fill up. Doesn't take too long. Okay, so we actually have Shadow Man coming up right here, who's extremely dangerous, but he is scripted to do a specific attack whenever he flinches. So we're just going to do this, and I'm going to just let it speak for itself. Very nice. So we can just lock them up at the top until we run out of mega cannons. And then we can use a full charge buster shot and a lemon to finish them off. And I actually used in what the game calls standby mode, where the game pauses for a second to let you choose chips without time passing. Although he managed to hide the trees of the cyber leaves in the abandoned subway station because Battle Network writing.
Sure, right.
All right, so we get the data that he destroyed, but we're able to combine it with the old data, so we can get to the end of the game. So we're going to do a bit of a little bit of cleanup right here, so I'm going to focus for a second while I do one last folder edit. Okay, looks good, looks good. So this game also has program advances, just like the mainline Battle Network games. And when the program advances are basically a super special attack where you combine 3 or more chips and you get a very powerful attack in return. So PA still exists in this game. The only one that we care about for this run is Zeta Cannon, which is Cannon, High Cannon, and Mega Cannon in that order. But we need a reliable way of drawing it. So we've set up our folder in a way where we have the 6 things that we need for progression, and everything else is just 1 chip of junk. So whenever you run out of a chip, the game cannot reshuffle them back into the folder when you try and access the folder again. So we're going to abuse that and combine them with some sub-chips that we bought, because we can use the full cuss that we bought in order to instantly fill the gauge back up. And we can just basically burn through all our chips until we have everything that we need. So this is a little scary getting through Undernet 1 right here. I need to take 2 damage boosts. If I miss any of them, I die. I do have some half energies as backup, but we need to boost through these scuttles right here. And then jump past these. And then one other scary, we're going to shoot this out of the way and land on the platform, just barely.
Nice.
It looks really cool when you do that properly, but if you don't do it properly, you die. So, all right. So
it did look very cool.
So we have our MP charge to refill our MP. So now we can start burning through chips that we don't need. So whenever you, for every chip that you don't take in a draw, your maximum is increased on the next draw up to 10 chips. So we're going to use that to be able to pick out everything that we need here. So we have almost everything we need. So we did get the worst luck. We have to look at the entire folder, but that's no big deal. Yeah, the old strat of it just used to take 5 full cuss and gamble, and there was no guarantee you would get everything you needed. So a lot of runs ended for many runners, but we can guarantee we do it this way. So now we have Zeta Cannon. By the way, this is what a firewall looks like. So whenever you install a VAST or something next, this is what it's doing. But as you can see, it's not very effective. Zeta Cannon gives us invincibility and infinite use of Mega Cannon for 10 seconds. So we just completely break the firewall.
That was great.
So this endgame section is split into 3 sections. And in between each section, we do get a full health refill. And our chip folders are stored. And that does include our PA. So we're going to be able to use Zeta Cannon twice more throughout this. So now we've got the boss refights right here. We're going to fight the first 8 bosses again. But this time we have the Buster, so it's going to be a little bit easier. But we don't have to rely on chips so badly. But we can still use chips to soften them up a little bit here and there. So we can use several charge shots here. And a heat V to finish it off. Don't have to wait on that last charge. Needleman's still a little scared. We don't want to take damage from him because he still kind of hurts. And that is the worst attack to get always from that angle. He did it backwards too. I hate when that happens. What a cheater. Alright, if I do this right, Brightman won't do anything again. If you missed this earlier, well, you get to see it again. There, no Brightman. Don't need to see him. Iceman at this point usually just jumps around and does nothing. It's very rare for Iceman to actually do anything. Oh, you actually got to see the desperation attack. Alright, Quick Man right here. This is the optimal time to use Zeta Cannon so we can stay invincible. Oh, come on. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's just better to just force him to block and then make sure he doesn't get to do anything. Color Man's also going to give a lot less grief, since we're going to see a lot less attacks, including the funny jump. And then we have a loop for Elect Man right here that I'm going to let speak for itself as long as I do it right. He's just wagging his finger at you. Very nice. All right, pretty good. Pretty good boss rush overall. All right, and that brings us to the last cutscene and final boss coming up. So, but in true video game fashion, our allies cheat when they're not actually controllable by us, because here comes Proto Man, killing a scuttle that's auraed. And here's Guts Man being an even bigger cheater, and killing two at the same time with one attack. Come on, give me your hacks. So we get one refill right here from Roll. Get our folder refreshed one more time while we listen to the awesome rendition of the first anime opening. I love this theme. It's great. When I did this run for RTA in Japan last month, everybody sang along in chat. All right, so Life Virus right here has two forms. This first form has an aura, so we're going to chain these Zeta Cannons together with Buster Shots, and we're going to manage to kill him just before the Zeta Cannon runs out. Okay. All right, so time's coming up when this second form hits 0. This boss is a lot like Alien Wily in Mega Man 2. As long as I do not touch the core directly, I cannot die. So, should be coming up right now. And time.
GG's.
Thank you. All right, and I see it looks like a low 57 on my end as it catches up. That's fine for a marathon run. So, glad that's over with. And the great ending text right here, where somebody forgot to use spell check as the professor was cooling his heels, Heals. So, I'm gonna let the ending cutscene play out just a little bit right here, because I have a little bit of a nice little plushie, and Lan really wants this dessert. So, check in, Mega Man, execute. But yeah, that is Mega Man Network Transmission. I hope you all enjoyed. This is one of my favorite runs to do. It's just a really fun run. It's not easy, but if anybody would like to learn this run, I would be happy to teach you anything you would like to know. And I really want to thank Anarchy for having me on Hidden Heroes, and go on my soapbox for just a second, because like, I'm just a cishet guy that's usually a guest for a lot of other people's marathons, and actually being able to talk about like Southeast Asian heritage a bit and be here, it does mean a lot to me. And I do want to say, definitely be with people that are around you and have your back, because especially for us in the US, you'll want to be with them more than ever in days coming. So thank you again for having me. And if you want to see anything else I do, like music games or other runs, I'm on twitch.tv/Zelo, 3 L's and 3 O's. But otherwise, Anarchy, I'll hand it back off to you. So thank you very much for having me.
Of course, thank you so much for that amazing showcase. I'm so glad to have had you on, especially for the first run of the night. But otherwise, friends, we're going to take a quick break, a quick wellness break now. So make sure you hydrate, use the restroom, stretch, get a sweet treat, go for a walk, clear your minds, clear your hearts, and we'll be back with more Hidden Heroes soon. Hey everyone, and welcome back to this Lunar New Year edition of Hidden Heroes. I'm Anarchy, and before we get started with the next runs on our docket for tonight, I'm going to do some quick announcements. If you've missed out on any of our shows or events, be sure to check out the VODs on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. You can find all the VODs from Hotfix, from mainline events like GDQ 2025, which was amazing, and if you've missed any of the runs from that, you definitely should watch them. So you can do that there. Also, if you're interested in GDQ announcements and hotfix announcements and keeping up to date, join the official GDQ Discord and add the hotfix role, where you can keep tabs on upcoming events, talk with staff, and more. Use !Discord in chat for more information. But without further ado, I think it's time to welcome Hotfix veteran and fellow showrunner and all-around GOAT, Limey, who's going to be running Hi-Fi Rush. So without further ado, Limey, take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Anarchy. I'm Limey. I have a show. It's actually this Friday called Parallel Universe. And I have a co-com with me, if you want to introduce yourself as well.
Hi, I'm CMM. You can just call me Clay. I've definitely watched a ton of this game before.
Yeah. So basically, in this game, there's like a post-game mode that they added, like past release. In this nifty little arcade cabinet where there's like BPM rush, which is not super long, but it's very challenging. The game gets very, very fast. I think it goes up as high as like 240 BPM. It's very fast, but there's a little bit of a longer mode, kind of like deck builder-esque, called Power Up, Tower Up. It's very, very interesting, very difficult. It's just 25 floors of pseudo-random fights with a lot of adaptability, I'll say. It's going to be a great time. Time's going to start once I click on start a new run. But very simply, if you've never seen this game before, it is a lot like Devil May Cry, but instead of going through hell Doom style, you just beat up bad robots and stop capitalism, I think. So basically the same thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Anarchy, would you like to give me a countdown?
Sure, I'll count down from 3. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. Yippee!
Yay!
Yeah, so
Good luck.
What happens in this mode is basically at the very beginning, Chai Hi-Fi Rush loses all of his powers, and you have to just build up again as you go through this mode. I'm going to start over here. And like I said, you have to go through these fights all in order with some amount of like variance, and it can be very mean. It's very easy to die in this mode, but thankfully they let you continue. It's all about score multipliers and just kind of going fast and keeping a combo. Everything you do in this game, I am so happy that I didn't get hit by that. Everything that you do in this is aligned to a beat. You don't have to necessarily click on the beat every single time, but it is very important for like small bonuses that you can get. What's this? This is fine. And also in this mode, there's like side challenges that you can go into that can make your life quite a bit easier with some extra good upgrades. So I'm gonna be trying to do this and just get something good pretty quickly.
Yeah, so this is 25 floors. And this is one of those side challenge rooms that can sometimes spawn that are a bit harder but give you a better perk essentially as a reward. So at each floor you're getting a new perk, not too dissimilar from other roguelike setups.
Ooh, I'm not beating this. Am I beating this? Okay, no, I'm not beating this. That's fine.
No.
Right.
Yeah, that was very close. I was playing that a little too safe. It was very early. I didn't have to play it that safe. This is worse. Okay. Hopefully. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Clay, can you explain what I was trying to do there?
Yes. So there's a lot going on with this game's combat. You have your light and heavy attack, and everything is done essentially on a beat. And you'll see sometimes that target pops up, and that's sort of like a super beat essentially to give you a more powerful kind of finisher. You want to be grappling a lot of these enemies because when you grapple them, your character kind of hops behind them and they sort of do this animation of like, whoa, where did he go? And it serves essentially as a stun state so that you can either attack them or, as Limey was just doing there, taking down their shields. Some enemies have blue shields, others have green shields. And you'll notice once it pops up, under the health gauge, there's like 3 character portraits down there. And each of those is like a different assist, and they each have different attacks, and some of them specialize in kind of taking down some of those enemy shields and reinforcements. And some of them, depending on combo, like you saw just a few minutes ago, they'll kind of be a part of like a special attack.
Not worried.
The top gauge on the left, right above the health, the orange one, as it refills, you can use it for a variety of things, but every time you see Limey's character kind of like zoom in and take a drink that's like a health up, you can spend it to get health, and that's critical in this mode because you're not really working with a ton of health, especially at first. Again, your character has been downgraded completely, so you're very slowly building your way up as you go up the ladder.
I'm still thinking about Super Beat.
Yeah. A lot of this is like crowd management. So right now it's not like too many enemies, but as we get up to later floors, you're going to be dealing with more enemies that are more disruptive. And right there, Limey just did the health up right there at that very end to kind of save some time to the transition.
Yeah, if I'm gonna heal anyways, I'm not gonna like waste like the fight time on it.
Yeah. This is very combo based. You see on the top right, like their rank is kind of growing. You're gonna get a higher rank by maintaining your combo, not getting hit, etc. But a lot of this is very much crowd control and making sure that you're positioning the enemies in such a way that you're able to deal with them or deal with odd attacks. Big thing in this game is parrying, which Lime is going to be doing a lot of. And again, everything kind of happens on this beat, as you can probably tell. And I think it becomes even more apparent later with certain segments. But you see like that green character like kind of shout out, like, I want to call them like little tornadoes or something, and those are effective on certain types of shields.
Yeah, so what I did there with that enemy was I parried the attack that he did to gain like the shield, so he wouldn't end up getting it, so I didn't have to waste an assist trying to get that, so I can just use it all for damage.
Yeah. And a big thing too is there's a gauge that appears next to enemies. It's red at the moment. Like a stagger gauge, essentially. Some enemies, when you attack them at first, like they don't really like move, essentially. So you can't kind of knock them out of things. But once that stagger gauge has been filled up, they're more malleable and you can kind of knock them around a bit more. So that's a big focus, is getting them into that state.
What's here?
This is another challenge, optional challenge. No jumping.
That's fine. I could do that.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that one, but it's like not that bad.
Yeah.
You just gotta lock in.
Yeah, exactly. Easy. Something that I noted as the floors progress, enemies get much spongier. So battles last a lot longer, and they're also extremely dangerous because, a couple hits and you're dead. So health management is really key on this as well, because it can just be over in like a second. In practice, there was like a moment where Limey was like almost full health, and like a split second later, they were dead. So you got to be real quick on the draw, especially for the health up, using the special gauge for that.
Yeah, this game could just be really mean.
Yeah, the other thing too is that all the different combos that Limey is doing, good. They're all like predetermined combos, and there's light beat, heavy beat, and then off beat. So sometimes you have to take an intentional pause in a combo. The little floating cat head thing is sort of your beat indicator.
Yeah.
And again, specific combos will end with specific moves, like some of the team-up moves with the assists that do more damage. There's also potentially special moves that will show up as perks, that hopefully we run into as we go up the ladder, that do a lot of damage. But we'll see. We'll see how luck has it this time.
Yeah, this category is a lot of luck.
Yeah. It can go very wrong very quickly. I just love the visual style.
Yeah, I'm rocking with it.
I love cell shaded stuff.
Yeah,
either way, but
this game's so pretty.
3D cell shaded is just, yeah, so pretty. very expressive. I need it to get to a point where you do like the boom and it just zooms on your character's face with that doofy smile, because it's so funny to me. Yeah, so each of these perks, like, they give you stuff, but they also have, like, negative effects, too. So that one had a negative effect on the score multiplier. But obviously we're not particularly concerned about that during the run.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. These robots have, like, certain kind of, like, special rhythm sections, where it's essentially Simon Says. They either have you parry or dash, in a certain sequence, and you need to do it on key. But if you survive it and then get the timed like target hit afterwards, you get like mega damage on them, usually enough to destroy them outright. So sometimes, especially on the spongier enemies, it's really nice when they go into that.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to not do it, but
yeah,
there's a lot of situations where it's like just, oh, thought you were dead, please. There's a lot of situations where it's like nice because whenever you go into that animation, all of the enemies get lined up behind the enemy that you're fighting, which could be really nice for just kind of comboing just like that into more quick kills.
Yeah, by like going into that state and then, you know, surviving the encounter and doing the super attack, Limey knows essentially
I got so
where
lucky.
the enemies are going to be. Yeah,
I had a perk where there's like a small chance where I can instant kill enemies, and I did that very fast because of it.
Oh, we got another side room.
Okay, this is
Shop
fine.
lightning floor.
Yeah, full transparency, because I do love this game a lot. I don't usually speedrun this mode. This is like the mode that I'm probably least familiar with. Just because there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Well, now we have I wasn't paying close enough attention to even notice when the meters came up, but now you can actually see the health on some of these enemies, and that number will be much bigger than 100 soon. This is also the most cursed disco ever.
Yeah, so in the last side room that I did, I got, I think it was more defense and then vision. And vision in this means you can see the health of the enemies, which is really nice for kind of trying to coordinate when you want to be taking them down.
Slippy's here, essentially. You get boss meter. Except it's every enemy. But yeah, the grapple's so cool too. And you can see in the top left with the assists, Limey kind of cycles through them very quickly, and you can deploy them kind of like one after the other. They each have an individual cooldown, so sometimes the screen is just like filled with assists wreaking havoc.
Yeah.
So let's see what you get for this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna super level up my parry because sometimes I don't get enough, and I really need some sometimes.
Yeah, so we're already at floor 11, and that was kind of quick, but the later floors take longer. These flying guys kind of suck.
It's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and be cycling its cooldown, so I can do that. So I can get into its animation quicker.
Yeah, and when they're about to suck you into that like rhythm thing, they get that kind of like spark effect around them. So you'll kind of know it's coming. This is like too much for my brain, personally.
Yeah, this is very difficult.
Shapes and colors.
I can't even like talk when doing anything rhythm, or like listen to anything else when doing rhythm stuff, so that like Limey's listening to me yap while like doing all this stuff perfectly on
And
beat.
chiming
Like,
in.
Yeah, and chiming in, yeah. So this guy's about to do the spinning slash. Sometimes it stinks when you get one of these sequences and they're like almost dead, because it's like you probably could have just killed them faster than the sequence, especially if it's a longer sequence.
Yeah,
Some of them
that
are
guy
very
could just be
short.
mean, so it's like chill that I got that.
Yeah. Combo danger.
Don't like this very much.
These guys are, I guess we call them the green shield people. The green assist with the tornadoes is good at taking out those reinforcements. The ranged, I think it's the blue character. The ranged character is good at taking out some of those blue energy shields that you saw before. And I forget what the other one does. So
the green one takes out like these green energy shields.
Right, but I mean the red one.
Oh, fire. I was trying to avoid getting that, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah, if you like keep attacking them when they're in that state where they want to pull you in, you can sometimes like stop the rhythm like mini game from happening. Like this guy wants to right now.
I was a little bit.
Yeah,
I was almost. A little bit too low. It's like I hit him twice and it's fine, but like whatever.
I'm like enthralled right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like hypnotizing to.
I'm mesmerized.
To watch.
Really.
Yeah, yeah. You'll see that they're dropping pickups from time to time. The green ones are health. The red ones I already forgot.
The red ones are for the reverb gauge, which is the top bar.
The reverb, yeah. The reverb gauge is that special bar on the top left that Limey often uses to get health back. Right now their health is not good, so we're in Scrooge McDuck's bathtub right now. I love the money room.
Okay, I'm fine. I was just worried. I was like trying to parry a lot so I can get enough for a pick-me-up.
Yeah, because that will build up the reverb gauge on the top left.
Yeah, so I am trying to damage this guy in particular. So he'll get into the mode where he wants to put me into a rhythm minigame. I want to go WarioWare mode right now so I can basically take out these guys in order.
You notice I think his health is like, what, 400, which is already a significant.
Yeah, and he's very fast.
Yeah. But like, these floors don't necessarily have a ton of enemies, but the ones they do have get spongier and spongier, so they last much longer. Yeah, that guy's being kind of a jerk.
Yeah, this guy just can be so mean, and he's almost there.
And I know sometimes you were telling me before that like sometimes you're like trying to target an enemy, and I mean right now it's not an issue because it's just one, but sometimes it'll like not really target the enemy that you're trying to go for, which causes issues.
Yeah.
Look at his doofy face. Like, boom, and he just like smile.
About halfway-ish done, so
yeah.
We're making our way through real quick.
We're zooming.
Yeah. This game is like, yeah, my brain can't take this for prolonged periods of time.
My brain is also boom right now, I feel.
Yeah. But it's like a vibe, you know? It's like you can kind of get into it and dance a little bit, pretend to know what's happening.
Yeah, and all the music is really good too, so it's like, I mean, you can definitely just like jam out and pretend.
Like even that Mook had like 200. Before it would probably have been, or that guy's a 600, I think. I can't even see it so fast.
Yeah, while I'm here, I did want to shout out. I'm sorry for stealing your jab on Anarchy. I did want to shout out back to Black because both me and Anarchy work on it. It's super cool. We're super excited for it. But also, wait, hold on. Let's gamble. How about that?
Yay, gambling.
Yay.
Yeah, my biracial self. Oh, this is actually fine. This is actually so fine. My biracial self. You know, I'm a big fan of Lunar here. Thank you, Anarchy, for putting this on. And then also, you know, I can still be a fan of Back to Black happening next month. Or not next month, next week. Next
week.
Oh, that is... It's closer than I thought. Okay. You know what? I forgot about that one. You're the one with the script. I gotta like kind of lock in for this.
I am the one with the script. So for those interested, Back to Black 2025, the upgrade to UBAF will be live from February 6th to 9th here on Games Done Quick, on the Games Done Quick Twitch channel. That is in fact next week. That's next week. So we're gonna be benefiting Race Forward, catch the action, and support an incredible cause. Type !BTB in chat to see the event schedule. It's also gamesdonequick.com/schedule/54. Don't ask why I know that, I just do. And also, if you want to find out more about the all-black speedrunning community, type !BAF in Twitch chat. If you're crafty, prize submissions are also open from now until February 1st. You've only got a couple days left for that, but we're looking for prizes. Back to Black is going to be an amazing event. Like Limey said, we've been working on it for the last couple months. I'm very excited to see all our hard work come to fruition, so make sure you tap in. It's going to be great.
The schedule is just beautiful. It's so good.
I'm running this game in it, but like a different category. The category I actually run.
Yeah. So if you like this game, you'll see more of it soon.
Okay,
each of these enemies, so each of these enemies have like only one type of rhythm minigame, so you can kind of just memorize them. Yeah. These challenge rooms are also timed, as you may notice, which on lower difficulties actually is, or not lower difficulties, I mean lower floors can actually be a bit of a problem. If you fail one of these, you just have to do the normal floor instead of the challenge room. So hopefully we won't have to do that, but seems fine.
Yeah, I'm just keeping this guy stunned here for a bit.
Yeah, he's just juggling forever.
Yeah, he's just in the blender for a little bit. Just a lot of health. Very spongy, like Clayton said.
Yeah, very spongy. This game kind of reminds me. It's a bit different, but there are some things from like Streets of Rage 4 that are similar here. I noticed if anyone has played that. I'm more familiar with like 2D beat 'em ups, but it's a lot of combos, a lot of juggling, some sponginess, and a lot of crowd management, which is going to be the case for any kind of beat 'em up, 3D or otherwise. But very combo based, obviously.
Yeah. Also, in chat, I know. I think I mentioned already, but this is like my favorite game of all time. Are any of y'all feeling like that too? Because I want them to make another one of these so bad.
Real.
This was my game of the year for whatever year this came out in.
It's been so long, I don't remember.
I was going to say the concept of time is an enigma, but I want to say 2023.
I want to say 23 as well.
It was in fact 2023. I was right.
Hey, 2 years ago now, which just kind of messes my brain up.
That's too long. No,
I don't like that. That's
yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean Back to Black 2025?
Someone was saying something to me the other day, and I'm like, oh yeah, earlier this year, and I'm like, wait a minute, that was last year. This is no.
1, 2. Okay. The gaps in that were really big, so I had to lock in.
The counting helps.
Yeah. I didn't want you to get knocked that far away. Okay.
Bam.
Also your game of the year? Okay, yeah, that's so goated.
I also like the fake iPod loading indicator that pops up on the lower right. I don't know what it actually is in game, but
it's an iPod. Actually, I think
it's actually an iPod because like Chai has these powers because he got put into he was gonna be like a litter pickup boy. Oh, I need this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do. That was close.
Yeah, he was gonna be like a litter pickup boy, and then he was listening to music, and then they were like, "No, you can't be doing that." And then by a freak accident, it fell onto his chest while they were robosizing his body. So it's his heart, and now his whole life is a rhythm game. So
so now he beats robots to death with a guitar. Is what I'm seeing, the direct result of that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's pretty cool. And the guitar doesn't break, so.
Usually with my speed games, I don't know the story, but like I said, my game of the year. It's my game of the year this year too. So like I don't know.
The game of the forever.
Yeah, game of the millennium.
This is the game.
Yeah.
This is the game.
Yeah, someone in chat said that it felt like they were playing a great PS2 era game again, and like that just made me think of like Gitaru Man, Guitaru Man, however you say it.
Yeah,
I love that game, and I love rhythm games, so bet.
Also, like even though this is like primarily like a beat 'em up, I think like the platforming in this game like also feels great. Like I would run. Hold on. I would also run this game if it wasn't like I'd run the main game of this game if it wasn't like 3 hours.
Yeah, fair. The song has also gotten more elaborate as we rise.
Yeah. It also gets faster sometimes.
Kaboom. It's always Fists of Fury. No surprises.
Right.
There he goes.
Is this
again.
it? Okay. All I'm saying is, if you think this game is great, I think you should drop like like a gift sub or like maybe a tier 1, 2, 3 or a prime even. That'd be great.
Prime even?
Yeah.
Look at Limey taking my job again. Just so you know. Just so you know, your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, your gift subs, your bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick Hotfix, which you should do because we love Hotfix. So if you enjoy watching speedruns, consider subscribing to the channel to get access to our emotes and chat with other subscribers during our replays after the live shows are done. So I think you should tap in for sure.
Yeah, plus you can join the GDQ Discord. Like those guys are chillers.
Exactly.
You
Right.
can also talk with staff and showrunners. I know you already did the plug. I don't care. I'm also working tonight. How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Okay.
I'm the freeloader. I'm just here. You'll probably see it again in a minute, but there was that motorcycle enemy earlier that Limey was fighting, and they generate shields for all their friends, so it's great to get rid of them very quickly.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with getting rid of him. So
Yeah.
this fight could have been a lot worse, especially with the combination of enemies that there were. Now, if you feel like replaying this game, you absolutely should. Not even sponsored, so.
He's sponsored, not sponsored.
I don't want to do this. I still want to do this. It's fine. Yeah, this song is noticeably faster than the last one as well.
Yeah. These bomb robots seem like really annoying too.
Is this even getting anything? Okay, I don't think that guy needed to be out like that. I'm gonna be for real.
I mean, you probably deserved it.
Yeah, so with one regular 4-hit air combo, those guys are usually dead, so I can just keep track of how many times they get hit.
Yeah, all these
am I on fire?
enemies
Okay,
are annoying.
Yeah, also, fair warning. I don't want to be here. Ooh, this is bad. This is floor 20. So,
Yeah,
approaching the end.
25.
Yeah.
We're moving.
Yeah, a grapple trick gets them every time. They're spongy. They're not smart. That was a cool way to end that.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Everything is so like visceral and satisfying.
Okay, those I don't want. I'll just up these.
What was that super move you got in our practice? It was like a Hibiki?
Yeah, Hibiki.
And that one is very good if we happen to roll it, but so
there's a few I'm looking for. There's like the guitar slide one, and then Hibiki. Okay, perfect. Stunned him for long enough to get him in this state so that I can just kind of go in order from this point. Okay. I'm just gonna redo that one.
Right. Right.
Sure, I'll take that. I didn't think that was gonna count.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I'm using a wireless controller for this, so like sometimes that just happens.
Some latency.
Yeah.
You do a little bit of trolling.
Yeah. A healthy amount.
Sure.
Like that.
It's gonna go very early. Okay, you know what? It's whatever.
Okay.
I could have just avoided that as well, but I was like, surely it will be better this time.
Surely it will be fine this time.
Okay. I'm using two controls that's exactly like that.
Yeah, that was actually pause buffering. Yeah, here's the motorcycle guy again. But he gives the blue shields to everyone. And now he's dead. There's actually a decent amount of enemy variety here.
Yeah.
Like I know some of them are very similar, but especially the ones with the unique like rhythm mini games.
Oh, I also totally forgot to mention the dodge that I'm doing everywhere. You can only do 3 in a row, actually.
Oh yeah, the dashes.
But like, it's like a main part of your like move set. There's, ooh, I didn't want to. As a main part of the moveset, you have dash attacks. So I can do dash attacks to basically just infinitely dash, even if it's like a little bit slower, because it's still better than just like walking.
Yeah, you can kind of like cancel a dash into an attack.
Just gonna
This guy
avoid
wants
this.
to do his mini game.
Okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay.
I
I'm
do
not
like
sure.
that it popped up on screen to tell you how to parry on floor 21 or whatever.
Yeah.
I love when games do that. They like give you
Yeah.
like tutorials like towards the end of the game or like something.
Yeah.
Like you're like 40 hours into a game and like I know how to
Did
do
you
this
know
already.
you can double jump?
No way.
No, I didn't actually. No way. No shot.
I only had to do it like 50,000 times.
Last couple of floors here.
Yeah. I find myself just kind of like nodding to the beat. Oh, here we go.
Okay, this one needs 2, so I'm just gonna stall for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Okay.
Love that. That's great.
I was a little. I thought it would go a little bit further because I'm silly,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
It reminds me of Cherry Hunter in Streets of Rage again, because she's got her electric guitar and does an attack like that with it. Does the slide.
Why am I caught on fire up here?
Oh yeah, health is.
It's fine.
It will be fine.
Yeah, I have no more. Okay. Okay, I have no more like emergency health things, so I really gotta like lock in for the very end here. Let me make sure I don't like completely like kick it.
Yeah, don't do that. That would be bad. Green shields. Green assist took that shield out pretty handily.
Also, if you look at the back to black banner, green assist Mr. Macaron is on there.
Well, yes.
There's also I forget her name, but the first boss in Streets of Rage 4, the electric eel lady.
Yeah,
I like her. Is it Ethel? No, that's the cop lady. I can't remember, but she's on the banner too, and she's cool.
You guys should peep the GDQ social media channels to see the banners. They're very, very good, by the way.
Yes, they are.
there are some place you can find all the socials. I can't think about that right now.
Okay, final floor.
Yeah, I'll run this.
Rip and tear, what is this, dude? That's not the right game.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it this one?
And not that I'm complaining.
Not that I'm complaining, but I don't think that's right.
Oh, I thought it hit through the shields like Hibiki. Hibiki can hit through shields, which makes it really good. Unfortunately, didn't find it.
Limey does do Quake as well, and that's adjacent to Rip and Tear, so...
Yeah, sure, yeah, sure.
It's in the, you know...
It's in the same thing.
It's in the same subgenre.
Yeah.
This is not looking good. Please, please. Okay, okay. Please help, please help.
Oh, here we go.
Lock in.
Okay, I got health.
You got some.
Okay. Very,
okay.
very,
That's
very
unfortunate.
close. Yeah.
Almost no death.
Yeah. That was very close to the end of the fight, too.
You ready? Not particularly, but...
Where's... Oh, energy. Oh, no, I'm already... Okay, I'm silly. I forgot when you die, they, like, fill up your everything.
Nice.
So I, like, didn't need it.
So we're
Oh, and there's...
But we got Motorcycle Guy.
Yeah.
The worst of the worst.
Burger.
Yeah. I do like his design, though. He looks really cool.
You're not dead yet? Oh, you were too far back.
Right.
Classic. Blaming the controller.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh! I swear I parried. I pushed the button so early, too. Believe me. Yes, I'm gonna be pausing here for a sec. looking like everything's better. Okay. I was told that I can go and finish the run now after all that horrible lag, which I will just blame those deaths on, is done.
It was just this game is too high octane.
Yeah.
For the stream.
Right.
Yeah, basically. I think I know what this one is. There's another motorcycle guy!
Yeah.
They're cooking
Listen,
you, twin.
The design is too good. They have to keep showing up.
I'd rather not. I'd rather that not happen.
See, I'm an arbiter of chaos, so I like that happening.
What?
Yeah, you just got. Like I said earlier, in a split second, things can go from good to extremely bad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in the air. Oh no, this is actually just terrible.
Nitrous.
Glad you do. No.
Okay, yeah, no, I was farmed there. Okay.
I need you to lock in.
I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in. It can't be that much longer.
Surely.
For me. That is it for me.
Why does this guy keep showing up? I don't want him here.
Seems Limey was gaming too hard, actually. It seems to have killed their whole internet. So we're going to take a second. We're going to restart the stream on Limey's end just so we can make sure that we get to see the end of this very high-octane gameplay. We're having a great time. While we are here, though, once again, I do want to plug Back to Black. Back to Black 2025, the upgrade to UBAF, will be live from February 6th to 9th here on the Games Done Quick Twitch channel, of which both me and Limey have been working very hard on for the last couple of months. We're very excited for it. We're going to be benefiting Race Forward, which is a very great cause, especially going forward in the times that we're living in. So be sure to catch the action and support a very incredible cause. Type !BTB in the chat to see the event schedule. It's also gamesdonequick.com/schedule/54. Don't ask why I know that, I just do. And if you want to find out more about the all-black speedrunning community, type !BAF in Twitch chat. Also, if you're crafty, prize submissions are open still until February 1st. So make sure you get your prizes in. But we will be back shortly with more Hi-Fi Rush. Like I said, we're getting the tech figured out, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, everything seems to be doing better. So I'm just gonna. Okay, I took like 8 jillion damage when I unpaused. I was just in a terrible place. I'm gonna.
Surely this next time.
Yeah. It will be better, assuming I don't have to pause.
Surely.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's floor 24 or 25 again.
Okay, so hopefully this should be fine. I'm gonna try and get this guy just a little bit lower. Okay, yep, perfect.
Like, how can you not like this game? There's giant explosions and robots and tornadoes everywhere.
Shapes and colors. Shapes and colors.
Yeah, stuff that literally says boom, like comic book stuff.
Yeah, so it's like bam and boom and wham.
Bam, boom.
It's awesome.
Good.
Wham, bam, boom.
Okay. Okay, almost. Yeah, it's just these guys being at the very end is really annoying, but should be fine.
I'm so locked in right
Okay,
now.
yep, this guy should be.
Yeah.
Yep. And time's gonna be on the last hit of this guy, which will be whatever. He gets mad at me, and then I have to do the WarioWare.
Yeah.
Or am I just gonna get him first? This would be nice.
Get got?
Oh, time. Okay.
GGs.
Ooh. That was a little rough at the end, but we got there. This game is
Nice.
very
We
difficult,
made
especially
it
with the lag, etc. Wireless controller, whatever other Johns I had.
Right. Okay. Right.
And still underestimate, so can't complain. Yeah, that estimate has quite a bit of padding, just because, like, yeah, this is a volatile game.
That was scary.
Yeah,
That was very
it's a scary
It was
game,
very
volatile
scary.
game, but yeah, we're here to have a good time. All of that jazz. So, thanks to everyone watching, everyone subbing, everyone enjoying Lunar New Year celebration with Anarchy. In terms of quick shout outs, thank you, Clay, for commentating with me. It's very nice to have someone who can talk for me when I can't always talk when I'm locked into the rhythm game.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and of course, thank you, Anarchy, and the rest of the Back to Black team. And then also, shout out to the Limby Cord, the real name I cannot say. Shout out to the Very Normal Podcast, the real name I cannot say. And with that, Anarchy, you can take us back to a break screen.
Of course, thank you so much, Limey, for showing us that amazing high-octane, hi-fi rush gameplay. It was so great, it killed the stream. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break, so make sure you hydrate, you get your little snacky poos, use the restroom, do all that fun stuff, and we will be back for the rest of Hidden Heroes. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hidden Heroes, the special Lunar New Year episode. Before we get into the last run of the night, do want to talk about one more upcoming event. We've got GDQ's next all-women and femme speedrunning event, Frost Fatales 2025, will be live from March 9th through the 16th, benefiting the National Women's Law Center. Visit gamesdonequick.com/framefatales for more information on the event, or use !FF in Twitch chat to check out the schedule. Yours truly also has a run in Frost Fatales. We're going to be doing backyard baseball, which is going to be great. But yeah, speaking of games for kids, we've got a great anthology run of Amanda the Adventurer 1 and 2. So without further ado, Juho, please take it away.
Hi, my name is Juho Juhors. You probably have seen me a couple days before on Speedruns on the Crypt. I'm back for Hidden Heroes because, this is the this is the Asian showcase, I guess. So yes, I'm Asian. I'm Chinese. So because it's Chinese New Year week, so 恭喜发财, 新年快乐, Happy New Year. So yeah, with me I have Nico.
Yo,
Hart.
how's it going, everybody?
Yeah. So this is gonna be a new category that I kind of concoct. So basically, a while ago, I actually did Speedrun Amenity Adventure 2, and I was like, why not just like add everything all together and make it Amenity Adventure 1 and 2 Anthology, where it's all endings from the first game to the second game. There's gonna be 7 endings. I will mention this, 7 endings in about an hour or so, probably like 1 hour 5. I would say. So we're gonna do 5 endings on the first game and then 2 endings on the second game. So without further ado, I will be starting on a new game. Time starts when I actually gain movement. But basically the game is a educational horror game. The game talks about you playing as someone called Riley, and you're going to your aunt's attic, Kate, to figure out the mystery behind her disappearance. You get a bunch of tapes, which is Amanda the Adventurer tapes, and then you have to figure out her disappearance and such. Anyways, time will start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I'm probably gonna be really slow for a bit. Okay, so the first thing I have to do is to actually get the a bunch of secret tapes in the beginning of it. Also, the controls on this game is a lot different. I forgot that I've been playing a lot of Amanda the Adventurer 2, so the movement in this game is a lot different than the second game, so I'm gonna try to move as much as possible anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna take this pause button, because that's the one thing that I need throughout the game. So there's that. Anyways, here's Amanda the Adventure! Yippee!
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Yippee!
And I'm Wooly. Today we're
Alright,
going to
first
make
question.
apple pie.
What is your favorite
My
pie?
favorite is peach pie.
Meat.
What's your favorite kind
Meat,
of pie?
really?
Right.
Really? Alright, so because this is an educational horror game, right? Or an educational game, basically you can actually type a lot of the stuff as a prompt and such.
You know what we can use to cut the
But
apples?
we can also use a notepad and actually copy all our answers onto a notepad, and then yeah, basically just copy and paste. Right now I'm gonna be doing something real quick. This is kind of like like a secret thing that I had to do. And there you go. We're gonna make peach pie first. Basically in the game. Oh whoa, whoops! Forgot about doing this as well. But whatever.
Yeah,
Basically in the
right
game,
time
yeah. Basically in the game, we actually make peach pie because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Woolies afraid of peach pie, allergic to peach pie. I think
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Let me actually put this in.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get our like first 3 tapes right now, because we could actually get a bunch of tapes to you know, add up to one of the endings in the game. So there's that.
So yeah, by using the peach, you actually do get the orange tape, which is again one of the secret tapes that will help to get one of the endings done, basically.
Hi there, I'm Amanda.
All right, and then the next one will be another tape along the way.
Maybe some of our
And then we'll get to the longer segments as well. So, to further explain what the endings are, this is actually 4 plus 1 endings. So you get 4 endings that you can actually do in the game, which is meat ending, die ending, yes ending, and no ending. But you can actually get a plus 1 ending, which is the hat ending. The hat ending actually goes over to Amanda the Adventurer 2, but we'll talk about that later on. I'm gonna go to this piano right here and put Facade. And then quit the title. If I can actually go quit the title, there we go.
Beautiful tune.
Alright. So now we actually do the longer parts of the game right now. We're gonna try to get meat ending right now anyway. So, a lot of the puzzles in this game are kind of fixed, so you can actually figure out the... Hello? You can figure out the... there we go. The answers, if you remember the answers anyway, so there's that. But there's a lot of routing that goes into the game as well, so shout outs to the Amanda the Adventure speedrunning community as well, which take a lot of time to route a lot of the stuff as well. because there's a bunch of more tapes in this game, but we actually used like not really a lot of them actually. So, all right.
Hi, friends.
So this tape is actually the family tape, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the family tape.
Yeah, what's a family is what the tape's called.
He said bye because he is a sheep. Can you make
All right, can you make it sound like a sheep? Bah. That's it. I just go bah.
Wow, yeah. You sound just like me.
All right, now because we get this new contraption right here, we're just gonna hold it down real quick and then just you know, activate it for a bit. The reason why we're activating all these stuff is because we need to get another tape later on. That tape will lead us to the meat ending of the game. So we have to play the family tape once to get the meat ending, and then afterwards play it again to get the die ending. So this game is a lot shorter than the second game, because the second game, a lot of the tapes that we actually will be playing will be played only once. This is the only, like, this is the game that you can play the tapes like twice, and it's a lot faster, for sure.
It's a little bit gruesome.
I don't feel like that was a funny sound.
Animals have families too. Let's go see.
All right, now we are actually gonna go to see
I
the
want to see
chickens.
the chickens. Can you show me where the chickens are?
Boom. We're gonna go see the chickens. Now, for this part, I'm gonna intentionally, purposefully just make the wrong answers because it's gonna activate one of the prompts for that contraption that I have.
And I see.
So I had to do it twice as well.
Look at the chickens. Do you know what the daddy is
All
called?
right, first one is this.
No, that's not what they're called. Try it.
Yeah. Because you have to fill up all seven slots of that prompt, and it's pretty cool. Also, for those who do not know, I'm actually hitting the TV from the back because it's a lot faster than using it from the front. Usually, you have a panning for about like 1-ish second, so you pan in and pan out for like 1 second.
Where we can find the sheep?
All right, we're gonna do another wrong answer right here.
Scary. I don't want to go near.
And then we can actually a tape. There we go. We get another tape. Just gonna put it down here. Oh, there you go. You can see the panning, which takes so much time. So if I were to unpause, yes, if I were to unpause, it's gonna pan all the way back slowly. So I could not move and such. All right. Hey, we get to see Wooly in his actual home now. That's pretty cool. Oh no, a cat.
Hi, little kitten.
Aw.
Where's your family?
Where's his family?
Looks like this kitten is all by herself. How do you think she feels?
Feels alone. There we go, alone.
There is
I
no
All
cry
right.
every time.
her.
Yeah.
Will you help the lonely kitten?
So I'm gonna put yes, because if I'm not mistaken, it also gives you another tape as well. Just putting Sam and also yes on this segment.
Yeah, so
yes,
if
it
you
gives
enter
you another
Sam,
tape.
then you get the green tape. That's what it is.
Yep, that's what it is. All right, putting this right at the back. And then here comes the one of the endings of the game as well, which is the meat ending. Nico Hart, you probably remember your homework. What's the meat ending all about, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of homework for this. So the actual technical name for this ending that we're doing is called A Fateful End, which I guess works very well in tandem with it being meat ending, right?
Opposite of alive.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. When
And this
an
currently is the
animal
Everything
dies, it
Rots
rots
alternative
too.
version tape. And
Looks like this kitten
if you-
is in big
this version is a little bit more, as you can tell, like with all the glitches and the distorting graphics, like this is definitely the alternative version.
All right, this is the first ending of the game. At the end of every ending for Amanda the Adventure 1, there's gonna be a sticker on the CRT that is around it, which is a very cool feature that they put in for Amanda the Adventure 1, but they never put in for the second game, which kind of sucks.
That's so
wish
tragic.
they-
By the way,
Yeah, I kind of wish that they actually do that though. Okay, so now we actually get to do the next ending, which is the die ending. Oh no, Chad, we are gonna die. 7 days. Alright. Gonna pick up the family tape once again, and then we are gonna do all the other stuff that I need to do. Gotta remember. Alright. All of them are gonna be right answers as well, so there we go. Okay, so this part I'm gonna spam all my buttons right now, so because with us saying no, we can just spam our buttons just to say like, oh, I don't want to do it anyway. Here comes the 7 days to die, or you know, like 30 seconds to die, I guess. Chad, you have like 20 seconds. Get
This
out
ending
of
is
here.
so ominous.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
The creature.
so I think the actual technical name for this is The Entity, which is very fitting.
There we go, Death. Alright.
Yay!
So, next up, we are actually not going to be doing any of the endings yet. We had to pick up one more secret tape. As you can tell, we have like 4 secret tapes along the way. We had to get one more secret tape in order for us to like actually... Oops. I forgot to copy my notes. There we go. We had to get one more tape, which is like deep into this game's playthrough. So I had to play this game as per normal until one portion of the game, which later on I'll just change the answers for a bit.
We should always ask a parent to help.
But hey, this
Fun
one.
fact about this game is, sorry, after you.
No, you.
Yeah, there's a fun fact in this game that there is actually a really hidden secret tape that you can only access through going into the game files. You can find about it online, but it gives you a lot more kind of like hidden knowledge about the lore behind the game as well.
Our pie is ready. I can't wait to eat it. Willie, let's have
Alright,
some pie.
hopefully I do remember how to make a apple pie.
I think it was a 45 for 40.
Yes. There we go. Then
Nice.
you should get a tape. There we go. That's the tape.
Yay.
This is
But
your
yeah, in
preference.
total there's like 5 endings, 5 tapes that you could actually get in the game, and then one more secret tape that you can just mess around in the
Yeah.
the
somewhere.
game files. Yeah.
I like that.
Which is very
there are so
interesting.
many friends in my neighborhood. Today, I want to send something special to my friend.
Alright.
First, I
We
need
are
to go
gonna
to the
send
store
something
and
special
buy
to
the
a
card.
friend.
Do you
The
know
friend
the
is
story?
actually the aunt, which is lore-wise.
Let's
She
try
disappears
this out.
because of that.
Let's pick out a card.
Also,
My
if you remember about the robot in this game, yeah, as you can tell, the robot is that much money.
Oh, damn.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a small,
Inflation.
it's a small, small robot, but like it costs like $1,500. I'm like, damn.
Special treat.
Can I have
Impressive for the time.
I want to get my friend a special treat. Where can I buy a treat for my friend?
All right,
Good job. Let's go get that treat.
let's go get that bread. It's so real. We get that bread.
Everything smells so good.
I want
So,
to buy
Anarchy,
my
how do you think about this game so far?
Buy my friend some cookies.
I will say I'm like a closet enjoyer of this series. I can't play horror games myself because I will get scared and pee myself, but I enjoy watching other people play them. So I'm having a good time.
They live
That's good to hear.
Far from me.
Yeah, I picked up this game like a couple years ago, and then I was waiting for the new Amenity Adventure to come out, and they actually did come out. So, so funny enough, I hold the world record for the first Amenity Adventure all endings category. And then, yeah, like I said, I concocted like
You help me?
an all endings run of both Amenity Adventures 1 and 2. The second one would be a lot more interesting because it's a lot longer, but also it also shows one of the glitches in the game, which is it's an FOV glitch, yeah. But we'll get to that like pretty soon as well. There's probably gonna be like one instance where I'm gonna show my desktop to tell you guys how this trick works, or show you guys how this trick works, because it's trippy, very trippy. All right, that's it for that tape. All right, CBF. There we go. If you have paid close attention to the signs in front of all the shops, it just says CBF.
Oh, it's you.
Anyways,
Whatever you do,
next tape.
Oh, he's got a boo-boo.
Wooly had
Yeah.
an accident.
He got an accident. He had an accident.
Bad happens, but it's
The
Bully my
accident's a
beloved.
bone sticking out of his leg.
happen in your house, at school, at the
Poor Wooly though. Like every single tape, he gets bullied.
At 3:45 this afternoon,
Wooly, my beloved.
we were playing and Wooly tripped and fell.
I didn't.
Where on Wooly does it look like he got hurt?
Knee.
That's
There we
right.
go.
Wooly hurt
All right, this is gonna be the different answer.
when you
Initially, you can put this as doctor, but you put this nobody, and then
You're probably right.
yes, she will probably write that she's alone. So that's our last tape, last secret tape that we actually gonna get. Now we're gonna do the other two endings of the game, which we're gonna be finishing this game pretty soon. If I could remember what the code is. There we go. That's the code.
Yep, 262.
Yep. And then we're gonna fill out water real quick, and then hello, bye bye. That's a $1,500 robot, by the way, that I just destroyed.
I love the ratio
Sorry.
of the one drop water to the whole bucket of water.
Yeah, you get like a whole bucket of water. Okay, let me grab this key real quick. There we go. All right, so in the speed run of it, you're supposed to do the yes ending and then the no ending. I'm gonna do this very differently. We're gonna start with the no ending first, because chronologically it will go towards the second Amenity Adventure game. So we'll get to that pretty soon. But yeah, as I can tell, Amenity Adventure 1 all endings is very short, and
When you're
it's about to finish
friends,
pretty
you can
soon.
share all kinds of things with each other. I can share my crayons with you, so you can have fun coloring too.
All right,
Oh, I love
this is-
coloring.
Silly Mr. Brown.
Let's go coloring. I was about to say anarchy.
Sharing shows you care
Very
about
crucial
someone.
choice that you have to make.
Friends can share toys.
You ready?
Right,
They
okay.
can share
I'm listening.
snacks.
We are gonna share snacks.
I'll share some of my snacks.
What
with
snack would you
What
like to
snack would you
choose?
like?
Oh, I'm feeling moldy cheese.
Moldy cheese.
Yum, that's my
Let's go.
favorite.
By the way,
Yum.
when I told this part to Church of Sarges, he said that it was pizza, and I was like, "What's the pizza?"
I
Oh,
mean, it's just come with feta cheese. I don't know.
I thought you were dead.
All right, here comes the
Bother
no
with
ending
that.
real quick. This is the no ending, and then we just leave. That's it. That's no. That is the no ending
Oh,
of the
that's
game.
awesome.
Yeah.
Pleasant story. Yeah.
So this part is probably just like if you don't want to share a secret with Amanda, then yeah, it is what it is, and you just get this ending, which like it goes into the CRT stickers as well. So the one cool thing about this part as well is that you can click and yeah, it speeds up until it's done. There you go. So now we have to do this thing all over again, and hopefully I can actually go with yes, because if I mess up one big part, I'm gonna get no again, and I don't want that to happen again. So we're just gonna do this all over again and such. All right, Here comes breaking another $1,500 robot again. All right, F in the chat for this. I missed. No, he survived once. One. He survived once. I can't believe you. Of course. I was trying to be nice this time. I was trying to be nice.
Some weird form of karma just happened there, maybe.
That was amazing.
All right, there you go. All right, here comes the last ending of the game, which chronologically we're just gonna continue with and such. All right, here. All right. Hopefully I can actually press yes.
Yum.
There you go. Cool. All right, we got another one. Here.
Is it really okay to share my secret with you?
All right, her secret. What is her secret?
Out there. Somewhere.
She's out there. I can't believe this. All right, so we get a jump scare along the way, and then we have to get a brick under this couch to actually break this TV. There you go. And now the fun begins on Amanda the Adventurer 2.
Yay!
Yay! Oh no, it's sunny. There you go. That is the head ending and the yes ending together. I will show you guys that I get all 5 endings. If anyone's gonna be like, oh Juo, you only did 4 endings, haha. I see that. Where's the other ending? Because if you were to get all the secret tapes, you get like a +1 ending that actually adds into the stickers as well. So just gonna show you guys that I actually got all 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. All right, cool. Now we are gonna go into Amanda the Adventurer 2. As you can tell, if I could actually turn on myself for Amanda the Adventurer 2. There you go. And then now if I were to hit new game real quick. Wow, they're back.
Makes so much sense.
So the max figure, do we talk about the max figure real quick?
I mean, we can do. So the masked figure is essentially Kate's friend, who is the librarian who went missing. And the masked figure basically wants to try to help us, to try to figure out, you know, how we can stop the entity and all the stuff happening. So we go over to Kensdale Public Library to search for answers inside of Kate's office, and gives us a radio so that they can kind of like, you know, be outside, kind of helping us and aiding us, and try to destroy all the tapes that contain. Basically, if we want to kind of like, do we want to spoil the lore a little bit, or
we'll get to that like later?
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't say anything just yet.
Yeah. All right, here comes Amanda the Adventurer 2. All right, this is a whole new like different area where we go from Kate's attic to Kate's library. So there's that. Also, I need to remember about the movement in this game, because like I said, the movement in this game is a lot different than the first game. So there's that. Also, yeah, you can also hit the back of the TV with this thing right here. So I have notes for this as well, because there's a lot of stuff that goes along with this game as well. A lot of new puzzles, a lot of new tech as well. And you guys are gonna see it for the first time on GDQ Hotfix.
Well, we can.
All right.
At least in our imagination.
So this first tape is actually just traveling around the world with her magic train.
If you could visit any
All right, first up,
who would you go see?
very cool secret because of the first game as well. We get to talk about her dad and such. Did we mention about the voice actress of Amanda the Adventurer as well?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so Amanda the Adventurer is actually voiced by the creator's daughter, which is Rebecca Colton. We actually use the word Sam a lot in the first game, but also we can use the word dad as well. All right. So we're gonna turn on the lamp first, and then later on come back to this tape later on, and then use the what is it? The curtains later. But yeah, if we were to go for the lamp first, we get this train tracks. If I can actually, yeah, I'm very rusty. I hate to say this.
This bit is so arduous though, like just every single piece, every single like placement, and there's multiple placements for different results. It's a fun time.
The puzzles in this game have definitely taken a step up from the first one.
Yep. You see a lot of step ups as well, by the way. But we had to make a train track for this train to move around. There's also some like cities as well, like Paris, London, and then Mexico City. This would actually go with the tape as well. But because we know all the answers, then yeah. All right, here we go. This is actually the instance of where I actually will try to show you guys what I mean by this thing real quick. So this is gonna be a glitch that I have to do if I could actually do this. So I'm gonna change to desktop real quick, or like my desktop, if I could actually do this glitch.
This glitch is extremely tough, so I think you basically have to like try to escape and click the menu at the same time so that you can get this like double cursor.
All right, here we go. You can see this glitch now. Wow. Oops. If I could actually go back to the game. Please let me go back to the game. There we go. I got back to the game. So yeah, that's the glitch. If you can see how the desktop the desktop screen works. So yeah, basically you have to put your screen at a weird FOV and then just do that. It actually like manipulates the game because you can go out of the glass case, which is really weird.
Today we are playing bandits.
This gives at least like 2 or 3 different tapes, so we just skipped a great deal by doing that glitch there.
That seemed extremely hard, so well done.
Boring bandit. Bandits hide all kinds of things in the woods. It's fun to go look for treasure.
But you should probably tell someone where you'll...
Never tell anyone where you're going.
All right, this is gonna be another part where I have to look at my notes again as well. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna go along with my notes, so Nico is gonna explain a lot about the game and the lore as well.
Which direction should we go to find the treasure?
So yeah, this tape is essentially let's hunt for treasure. So we're going to be doing the dedicated answers, which is north, and then we're clicking on the X, and then it's going to be like a new character that gets introduced into the second version of Amanda the Adventure, which is the opossum. And the opossum just wants to cause so much more havoc. So you'll get a lot of different scenes like during all the different tapes where we have to either like click on the opossum or don't. Each will result to a different outcome of like it will cause mayhem or will prevent it from causing mayhem. There's the opossum. But for the case of this run, we just need to click on the opossum to shoo it away, and then we get to dig in the X.
There you go. Click the possum. He's gone.
Thanks for your help.
So yeah, this possum is actually a secret character, or like a new character into the Amanda the Adventurer universe. We'll talk about that pretty soon as well. But yeah, there's a lot of like lore into the possum as well, which is pretty cool. So do you guys say opossum or possum with an O?
I checked on the game facts about it is opossum. So
awesome. But the O is silent. But yeah, there's got to be a lot of leeway, as you can tell, with this game as well. There's a lot of leeway with this game because basically we are only gonna be playing the tape like once, and like most of the parts in this game except for like one. So we got to that like pretty soon as well. So we're gonna bully Wooly once again, as you can tell.
No, Wooly, my beloved.
So that is a thing with the game as well, is that like you have to watch the tape fully once before, if you watch it again, then you'd finally get the pause feature or the skip feature. So that is why this run is a lot longer than the first one.
I really thought we'd find something special, and you didn't help me at all. So you better find something good for me.
Jeez, sorry.
She's angry.
Treasure out there that will make me happy.
All right, Anarchy. Which one do you want to choose, the bear or the cow?
Time's running out.
I like a good cow. Let's go cow.
Cow. I love to give my wagyu meat.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is the same entity that's from the first game. Same one.
Riley, are you okay? Riley, get out of it!
So we get to die. So funny enough, that is not an actual ending into the game as well. So that is not the ending that we are going for, because in this game the endings are pretty much a lot different than you know, how it is with Amenity Adventure 1. You don't really see a lot of the I mean, you don't really see the stickers that comes up on the CRTV, so there's that. Alright. This is the same tape as the first one that we did, but we are gonna do it really differently. Initially, or earlier in the game, I actually clicked on the lamp, which brings out the train tracks. Now we can switch it around and go to the curtains instead, and a little something is gonna appear pretty soon as well.
At least in our imaginations we can. With my magic train! If you could visit anyone in the world, who
Alright, we're gonna go with Dad once again. Hello, Dad.
I love to daydream about.
Funny enough, I just realized about this as well. I think there are. Let me remember this real quick.
Let's plan a trip. I've made pictures of all the places.
Let me like delete a bunch of stuff real quick and then tell you what it is. There are 15 like prompts that I copied from Amenity Adventure 1, and then only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 10 that I copied from Amenity Adventure 2, which is kind of weird. Also, yes, here comes a pig. Gong Fak Choi. It's like Chinese New Year week, so that's all I could say.
3 places I want to go on my magic train today.
This whole next section is fun. If you like maths, you're gonna have a great time. If you don't like maths, then this is pain.
Oh yeah. So the whole time we are gonna try to collect 10 coins for this pig. I really had to look at my notes for this one.
Yeah.
This is like one of the few games that I speedrun with notes, because there are gonna be a bunch of puzzles that requires you to like really like figure out the puzzle with notes and just maneuver stuff with notes as well. And it's gonna be a bit hard with memory, so I'm not that old, I swear.
Just rely on the notes. Just rely on the notes. Even I can't remember it, so you're fine.
Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yippee!
I have 5 coins.
All right.
That's more than enough.
Put it in a red packet and give it to me,
We
Smile.
need to take away 2 coins.
That's for Chinese New Year.
Okay.
For those who are celebrating Chinese New Year, hope you get a lot of red packets. Alright, we're gonna do this instance real quick.
The next place I want to go is.
So
we get 3 coins, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, we get 3 coins for now, and then we throw it away so that later on we could get more coins as well.
Our next stop is Mexico.
So
Because
putting
there'll
the
be...
piggy bank-
Sorry, go.
Sorry, yeah, putting the piggy bank on that little X that's next to the TV means that that's how the money gets counted into the piggy bank. When we throw it off the side of the X, then if the number appears on the bottom left of the TV, then it won't actually count as adding or subtracting, basically.
1, 2, 3.
So here's going to be proof of that.
Oh
Alright, where's this pig? Pig.
no, that's all our coins. And I still have one more place I want to visit. We need some more money. What are we going to do?
Alright, we're gonna sell stuff as well. Oh, by the way, very cool Easter egg. If you remember about the rooster. Here you go.
Funny Mr. Rooster. Someone gave this to me when I was feeling really bad and scared.
So, funny
And it
thing is
made
that
me laugh.
from what I heard
I hope
from,
we can go
I guess, my
somewhere
Twitch chat and
fun.
such, they mentioned saying that this part right here is actually the dad, or representing the dad or something like that,
3 coins for Mr.
because it was in
Rooster.
the first game.
Okay, let's see how much
But that's
our
messed up
next
that you just throw it into the fan
destination
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
In the first game, you actually write the word Sam or Dad.
Where can
So,
I take a tour and learn
on the rooster.
about Jack the Ripper?
which is a very interesting thing. All right, we're going to London. London.
Hey, that's where I'm from.
London!
Yay.
I just realized that, like, going to France is just $2. Honestly, I wish.
I wish.
Going to France was $2.
I might as well not even go anywhere.
All right, she looks into her pocket and.
Wait a minute. I have a coin in my pocket. Now I have 4.
Yippee!
That's
She got 4, and then we throw the pig away once again.
Stop!
It almost landed back on the X.
Get this weirdo out of here!
All right, so this part of the game is only like one of the few instances that we don't really click on the possum because we want to get the coins taken away. Something along the lines of like it will not add up to 10. So there's that. All right, -1. Then we got the pig again. I could actually grab the pig. There we go. Wah! She's crying now. Wah!
I want to go on my trip!
Me when I can't go to SGDQ.
Oh.
Wow, you're smart.
All right, we click on the couch.
Always
So
all
that's
kinds of
the
in
stuff
the
inside the couch
kitchen.
right here. We get 3 more coins. All right, we're gonna throw this away. We got 10 coins now. Yippee! And then she takes away 4. So that's why I had to click immediately. I click on the pause immediately to get the piggy bank out of the way. We got to see Wooly again. Hello, Wooly.
Amanda, what you doing?
Yay,
Appearing out of
lovely.
nowhere, like sex is staged right.
Yeah.
I was going to go on a trip.
Ooh, it's fun.
It's
to
also super
pretend
interesting
you
as
can
well
go
that she
places,
sounds so
isn't it?
like dejected with Wooly's appearance.
Ah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Amanda, this isn't funny.
Oh no. Bye bye.
Wooly. No,
Alright.
Wooly.
She is a mean-spirited girl.
All right, so this is the part where I actually like look at my notes because this is gonna be very crucial towards one of the stuff in the game. So here comes what I need to do. There's a box right here. All right, you can explain about this.
Yeah. So this box here has multiple correct solutions, which would be either for some of the secret tapes or for some specific tapes that we actually have to watch. As you can see, that's Duo's obviously doing a very specific pattern, which is what you would see in the video that you would have watched. Like each of this kind of scenes that it focuses on is the actual patterns that you have to input.
All right, gonna do the glitch again. I'm not gonna show my desktop right now, but hey, if I don't show my desktop, this is what would happen if like you guys would see this game. All right, so we're gonna grab both the tape and the Woolly doll from the glass case because it's a lot easier from that. It also ties in with another ending as well. So the tape that I got from the puzzle box is actually this tape right here. So we're gonna follow instructions. Well, not really follow instructions, I would say.
Okay.
But basically, we are gonna follow like a story for Amanda to be more lively again. As you can tell, she's like really sad and depressed. So she's really sad right now. But as you can tell, there are pictures at the back. We had to follow the drawings at on the wall instead of.
Amanda,
Again, we're not gonna follow Wooly and bully
I
him.
don't care. I don't feel right.
No.
maybe doing something will make you feel better.
That's a mood.
I already tried drawing some pictures, but that
All right.
didn't help.
So funny enough,
What do you do when you're feeling bad?
we're gonna retaliate by saying draw as well. It's like I don't like it.
You.
I was drawing, but I feel sad. What do you do to make you happy? Just draw as well.
How about an adventure?
This is a weird retaliation as well, but it's like the shortest kind of prompt that you can get. Like I said, like yeah, the Amanda the Adventure like speedrunning community can like concoct these kind of like stuff. Oh no, she's
Well, I'm gonna go
He's
on
very
an adventure
depressed.
in my mind. You can come along with me if you like. Telling a story is like going on an adventure. What's your favorite kind of story?
All right. My favorite story is horror, but we're gonna go with sad
we don't
for
like
now.
those kind of stories around here.
Actually, if you were to put the word horror, it actually gives you a lot of horror like cutscenes, and it's very, very cool.
Once upon a
But
time.
yeah, we get to go with this prompt for
Why
now.
don't you help me tell the story?
All right, now
See if you have
it
anything
comes
there
to like
that
the
will help you
puzzle part of the
follow along.
game.
Once upon a time, there was a brave knight.
All right. Once upon a time, there was a brave knight. I could actually do this real quick. Is it this too? Yeah, it is this too. Okay. Cool.
Is that the choice you want to go with?
I'm pretty sure it's this thing.
Once upon a time, there were a knight and a princess.
But now there's a narrator who actually narrates the story from behind the couch. The drawings from the wall, I would say.
It's like the proper, like, charismatic voiceover, like the male lead, basically.
Wizard who delivered a dangerous quest.
All right. So this is 2-4. I could actually do that, yeah.
Do you want to stick with this choice?
All right. So to summarize what the books are, there are 4 books. The first book is, oh my god, my voice cracked. The first book is the knight. The second book is the princess. The third one is the dragon, I think, and then the fourth one is the wizard. Oh, jump scare right away. Forgot about that. Yeah.
So at this point, like, if you did it in the same way that Wooly would tell you, the entity would be pretty damn mad. And, like, I think there's something that you have to do to actually try to stop it from getting mad so you can actually continue the story, but it still doesn't end well.
So if you actually mess up, like, once, you're dead.
Dragon that guarded many riches in a dark,
Not even
faraway
once.
cave.
All right. This is 3-4. Just gonna try to follow as much as possible.
Do you want to keep your choice?
It's nice that it actually gives you the option to confirm it just before you might mess up.
I mean, Wooly is actually nice. It's just that we just bully him a lot.
I'm liking Rick.
My beloved Wooly. You need to leave him alone.
Please try my story and then
Me when I bully furries.
Okay, let's see.
As a furry myself.
Deep in the dragon's cave, it also held captive a beautiful princess.
Good old friend Opossum's back.
The princess with its fiery breath. Oh, won't someone save me?
I just love how Amanda's not even paying attention to the opossum right now.
But yeah.
All right.
Is this the choice you want to go with?
There we go.
In her new dragon form, the princess searched for her knight in hopes of reuniting. When she found him, the knight did not recognize her. She tried to call out to the knight, but only breathed fire. The knight slew the dragon, not knowing they were killing their true love.
It's like an excellent story so far.
Boy, the night is gonna
Where's the film rendition?
Where are you even getting
Oh yeah, this is the part that I had to click on the possum.
What the? Those are my drawings, you weirdo!
Wow.
He's going to tear it! Stop him!
He's licking the picture as well. The drawing. Like funny. And he's dead. Well, not really dead, but dead.
I mean, it's kind of true that opossums do fake that they die, right?
Yep, they do that.
Any worse.
Oh yeah, the story for the drawings are actually just pretty interesting. Where like the princess becomes a dragon, and then the knight thought that the dragon was an actual dragon, but not the princess. So yeah, you slay the princess instead, or the knight slays the princess instead, and then the knight becomes sad. So it's a more interesting story than what Wooly's story is about.
Long battle, the knight delivered a fatal blow and slew the dragon.
This is 1 and 2. There we go.
And this should be the last one, yeah?
Have you made
The next one is the last one.
Before
Okay,
drawing
cool.
its last breath, the dragon transformed back into the princess. Horrified by what they had done, the sobbing knight embraced the princess's lifeless form.
No, that's not.
No.
Magic. I love it. Keep going.
No, that's not how the story goes at all. There was a big battle. The brave knight prevailed, and then.
By the way, the entity is like getting super closer and closer towards you. Can hear the breathing
Yeah,
like,
that-
behind your back.
I'm like scared right now.
And they traveled back to the princess's kingdom. Where they
Don't be scared. We are all horror speedrunners.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right, this is the last one.
Okay, is that your selection?
This is my selection.
Finding that they had killed their one true love, the knight resolved to wander the world alone forever.
Well, I tried.
Wow. I actually feel.
So I totally forgot to mention why we are doing this whole part in the first place. This whole part, I think it's because we are gonna get the one of the tapes, if I'm not mistaken. Is it the secret tape?
It's
I'm
the
not too
We
sure.
Can Fix It tape, I think it is. Or actually, no.
Probably. I don't
No,
know.
we get the Let's Hunt a Treasure tape from this one, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Now we're gonna put the other tape that we got from the glass casing, and then we are gonna click everything right now, and then grab the woolly doll that we also got from the glass case right here. And this is actually one of the things that we need as well. So once we grab this woolly doll and give it to the entity right here, the entity is gonna lick it first, I think. Yeah, lick it first. There you go. And then gonna get mad, but not mad at us.
Probably remembering a lot about Wooly.
And this is the part where it actually opens up the wow, Wooly just flew on the screen real quick. All right, it flew. It goes to the door that is locked from the beginning of the room or beginning of the area, just like right there. As you can tell, the door's already busted. So that's like the whole reason why we needed to do that as well in the first place. So there's that. Also, we're gonna sequence break as well. There's a lot of sequence breaking in this part. I'm also playing on a lower. Sorry, hold on, real quick. Flashing lights warning. This is a lot of flashy lights, so if you're bad with epilepsy and such, look away for now. But basically, we are playing on a down-patch version of the game where sequence breaking is a lot better than the updated version of the game. So we're playing this game on 1.0.2. If you can see the hammer and the piggy bank, it actually appears very prominently in 1.0.2 than 1.0.5 because they kind of took away the sequence breaking in 1.0.5. But yeah,
This scene here, like when I first saw it, is so bizarre. Because it's
Yeah.
something where like they just stop and they all look at you, all the Amandas.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
every time.
terrifying.
my game
That is
crashed.
terrifying.
No, wait, my game crashed. Nah, just joking.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. It sounded like my game actually crashed though. It's so funny.
Now it's time to go back to school because we've time to do dissecting a frog. Casual.
Hi,
I'm Amanda.
and I'm Willie.
Willie.
All right, this is gonna be a very, very long episode where we had to go and use the frog to cut a bunch of stuff, give it to the TV, and we can fix some of the stuff in the game. First off, we're gonna fix these rollerblades.
Fix it, right?
All right, go back to the frog and then do that. Plug it out. We're gonna hit it on the back of the TV.
This little bit
Just
here is so
easier.
precise for being able to cut like the parts inside a frog. There's a fun fact about this as well, is that like the actual tape itself is, I think this is the one that has the bandage on it as well, isn't it?
Yes.
So obviously in tandem with it being like, you know, broken and put together is another reason why this tape is so much more glitchy, is all, you know, the audio is distorted, the internal graphics are going very skew with as well. So it makes a lot of sense, but I just have a little flip from Amanda there.
Also, a lot of T-posing in this clip as well. Which we're gonna see a lot of T-posing later.
He's not even really.
Vince doing a kickflip.
Definitely fix him.
Alright.
All Blabot needs is something.
So we need batteries. So yeah, like I said, hitting from the back of the TV is a lot faster, like how it is with Amenity Adventure 1. You can use it with like a lot of the items in the game as well, so there's that. God, her neck when she turns like 180 like that. That was really bad. Oh,
There's
Nope.
that's
just threw away.
$1,500. What are you doing?
Junk.
Just let me look.
all right, we're gonna see
UFO
more stuff
bin
as
lids.
well. That's not
Yeah.
UFO. That's just.
It's just they're hanging around.
All right. Another instance where we just click on the possum as well.
See, I've heard of rabbit in a hat, but not a possum in a box.
That is so true. Oh no,
There's the T-pose.
we're gonna take the gore out. There we go. No gore.
Back when planking was cool.
I really didn't like
That's
that
true.
guy, but you should have seen your face.
I can't handle this anymore.
Breaks. I can't believe this.
Silly Wooly.
Well, he's having the worst afternoon of his life.
That's true.
You say, think we can fix it?
All right, we can fix this,
I've got
right?
this Half-Life 2.
Boy, Wooly, you really
Being Bob the Builder right now. And another educational game. An educational TV show, sorry. Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
We've done a great job.
Oh my god, his
Can you fix
eyes.
Willie's eyes, please? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Now we gotta fix another
Butterfly.
thing real quick, which is the butterfly.
I bet we can fix it.
Oh, God. I forgot about that 180 head turn.
Yep.
You were right, Amanda. We can fix anything. We can fix it, right?
Yeah,
All right, we can
sure.
totally fix it. All right,
Yeah.
here.
Have to try.
There you go.
Look at the pretty, beautiful butterfly.
It must be
Yay.
fly away like that.
Wow, Amanda, we really can fix anything.
Now we have to fix something
Nice to think so, but we can't.
on Amanda.
I dare you to name one thing we can't fix.
My heart.
My heart, I loved her. Wah. I love that meme a lot.
I love that meme so much.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Here, have a heart.
Thanks to trying.
No, we did not try hard enough.
So
Yeah, she said. And that's the tape. We tried our best. But now
Yay.
we are gonna
outside the library with me.
go around this real quick. Alright.
Know what it is.
So the tape is gonna come out again and it's gonna pop out. We're gonna put it back in and then we're just gonna quit out.
Make my way back around the building.
This is gonna be very crucial as well, so there's that. There we go, nice catch. Alright, quit out. And then go back in. So this is gonna be the part where I actually have to use my notes right now because there's a lot of puzzling that's gonna happen in this game. So, Nico, you can take it. from
Yep.
here.
So once again, we are like we're getting all the puzzle pieces for the train, but this time that there's some extra train pieces that you basically have to find throughout the whole of the library. So there's two inside of the office. One is inside of the fish tank, and one is it's just on top of the table where there's a microscope which is used for another ending, which you would have to do something with a microfilm and burn in some like the static from the TV to reveal another puzzle, but we get to skip that, so that's fine. There's another train puzzle piece inside of that pig. Nicely done. And this time we changed the order of where the train goes to. So we started from Paris, going into Mexico City, and then ending at London, which gives us another tape. And then once we get to the point of Jua actually completing a puzzle, then we're going to go directly behind us towards the cube box. And we're going to be doing another lot of like inputs and solutions that will give us a key. And this key will actually be used for the desk that is inside of the office. And that will be going towards the kind of the final sections for the false ending, basically. Oh.
No, I don't want to see it again.
And that jingle there is a confirmation that you've done it, you've got it correct, and you're on the kind of like the relevant ending. And I think actually that jingle's for the secret tape, actually, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that's. I think maybe it's the secret tape. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I know why. Sorry, I meant to say that. I know why. That probably that's why. Okay. God might telling me that my frames are bad. I know why. I understand it now. Here we go.
Oh, you know what? It might be because Discord was sharing AV1. That might be it.
Yeah, unfortunate. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I was screen sharing to the people on the on Twitch. I'm sorry, I was screen sharing. Screen sharing bad. What is his number again? Oh wait, no, it's the other way around. There we go.
3183, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm grabbing all these 3 keys, and we are gonna go with one of the first. The first ending of the game, which is the die ending, and with the death. Death is always upon us.
So the actual puzzle solutions behind all of this, as I mentioned, was inside of the microfilm, but the microfilm solutions that it gives you is really obscure. So that one with the key behind the poster, like that took me, I think, about 30 minutes to try because I thought it was actually in the placement of where it shows, which is technically where the TV was, but no, it was like just as soon as you walk into the room. So thanks, video game.
Wow. What a pretty aura.
So it's believed that that these are the spirits of the kids that actually get sucked into the television when watching the deranged Amanda the Adventurer episodes, basically. Which I could probably touch on a bit more about that when we're doing the true ending, right?
Yep. Alright, this is the first ending of the game, which is the false ending. Because they named the endings of the second game like false ending and true ending, which is very, very convenient, I guess. We can see the redacted stuff as well. You can tell it's very false, as you can tell. So I'm guessing that. Oh, sorry, I was about to say like that's probably the voice actresses or the voice actors and voice actresses, but like I think it's not that one. Probably something else. I don't remember what it is anymore, but it is what it is. All right, here comes the true ending part as well. I could remember what it is. All right, so now we get a blue tape right there. I'm not too sure if we should be playing it, but for I guess safety, we're just gonna play it anyway.
I think we said that we were gonna play it because it actually does register it as a watched tape event. So all of these kind of secret tapes, they have different kind of activations. One of them is by doing one of the puzzles. I think it was the train set puzzle that we mentioned earlier on. As soon as it spits out, then it goes onto the shelving unit, which is just to the right, as you can see here. and that counts it as the secret tapes obtained. Now, inside of these secret tapes, there are and from the first game as well, we kind of find out that as I mentioned earlier on, that's the kids who do end up watching the Man of the Adventure episodes when the Sam who went missing started to go a little bit more deranged and just a little bit uncomfortable, that even the parents were like, yeah, I don't think I like this. And then the kids suddenly went missing. So again, it's believed that they get sucked into the TV sets and get met by the meat man, which we saw earlier on, the meat man and that scene where he had all the meat and the guy was just chopping the meat. Essentially what that is, if I can recall from my notes, is that the meat man tries to turn them into an object, like a sentient plushie that actually goes onto the sets of the tapes of the episodes. So like the barn, for example, the rooster that we saw in Amanda Adventure 1, those are apparently all the kids. And it's kind of up to us now.
Sorry.
You got it, yeah?
Yeah. I'm thinking about what am I supposed to be doing.
Hi,
There you go.
Amanda.
Yeah, cool.
And I'm Wooly.
So yeah, it's up to us now that we got this kind of communication from the master person, that we got to try to destroy these tapes to try to free the souls, essentially. And that little shape there, that was what I was talking about, the microfilm, that we got to try to burn in that static into it. And that's how we get the solutions.
I mean,
This is the last tape of the whole game.
Do you feel safe where you live?
And once you have got all the secret tapes, which Juho has, this kind of there's like some extra sort of footage that gets shown in this one, which is once again the opossum actually has a bit of a more stage light for this one.
Can hurt you. There are people who can hurt you too.
Amanda, should we
Do we also
really
spoil a bit
talking about this?
about what it is as well?
Well, it's all endings. It's all of it. It's fine.
When we don't feel
Yeah,
safe,
so the
we
possum
can
is actually the son of
Amanda,
the masked figure that we actually was following this whole time.
you'd rather be where it's warm and safe.
You know,
So
you
he
have
gets
to
trapped
really
into
think about
the
who
Amanda
you
the
can
Adventurer
trust.
tapes as well.
What is someone you
Which makes a lot of
trust?
sense why the master
wish I
person
had
tries
one
to
of
help
those.
out us
There are
quite
lots of
sincerely.
people I used to trust, but I don't know if I trust anyone anymore.
Amanda, you shouldn't go in there.
I thought you said this neighborhood is
Daniel.
safe and
This is a lot of leeway as well because after the last prompt we get to see like a 2-minute cutscene as well, like 2-minute unskippable cutscene where the possum actually plays a really crucial role in
It's
this
really
as well.
scary back here, Amanda.
Which, like I said, there are instances where we actually do click on the possum to have it die and such, or
That's
like
dangerous, Amanda.
fake its death.
There are other
But for
ways
this
to
one,
learn
we
about
actually
yourself.
don't click it at all, so we actually have it
With your friends.
so-called dead.
What's something that scares you?
Alright, this is a very cool Easter egg, Hamlin.
Don't bring them up. Some
'Cause,
people
you know,
think strangers are really scary.
He's very scared of the company as well. The company is kind of like a cult as well, like some demon cult, which is pretty cool. But it's also like the fastest prompt that you could actually use for this part of the game. But yeah, Hellman is a cult, brought in Amanda. Oh no, sorry, brought in Rebecca, which is Amanda's just a voice actress.
I think that thing is following me.
And then yeah, some demon stuff happened with you know, the tapes and whatnot.
Nobody wants you here.
It's actually pretty cool if you actually were to watch the secret tapes of the game as well.
What is with this guy?
Why have you been letting this stranger mess up this whole time? Can we please get rid of him?
What the hell happened in here? I'm gonna come check on you.
Alright, so this is the part where I don't really click on the possum at all. So, I mean, you can totally click on the possum.
You know what? It also makes sense now why the opossum is trying to escape the TV, because they heard the masked person's voice.
Yep.
Oh, that was a good point.
Oh no.
Why wouldn't you help us? I trusted you.
And what did I just say about strangers?
Let's get rid of this guy already.
Well, they're getting rid of the body. Help! Someone help! But yeah, the mask figure is actually called Joanne. Joanne is a friend of Kate,
Can we please
which
go home?
is the aunt of who we're playing as at the moment, Riley.
Anyway.
And there we go. This is the last part of the game where I had to like grab all the keys again, and then we are gonna be going with the final ending of the game. All right, here we go. If I were to remember everything right now. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, so once again, we have to get like all the 3 keys to try to unlock the desk and try to do that thing. But this time around, because we watched our final cutscene, there is a new cassette that has just spawned, which literally we saw as a pan there. That cassette is going to be from Kate, and should have really been given to Riley a long time ago, but unfortunately was withheld. And I guess we've got to try to honor what was said on the tape, really.
All right. What? Did I do it wrong? Oh no! This one. That's why. I got it like the weird shape because I bad brain. That's why.
There we go.
But yeah.
Saved.
Yep. All right. This is the tape that we actually had to bring towards the whole room. And time's gonna come once I actually insert this tape into the cassette player and such.
Thing do this? I'm really glad you're okay. Let's gather the tapes quickly.
So yeah, this part we talked to Joanne for a bit, and then afterwards she would reveal herself as Joanne, and then it will start with the next game and such, which hopefully it will come on in 2025 or 2026. Either way, I love this game a lot. If you love horror games, this game is great. Yeah. Anything you want to say about this game, Nico Hart? As we wrap up.
I think we've pretty much covered all of this. Like, there's a lot more lore behind this that we haven't actually covered. Again, if you manage to watch all the secret tapes, it answers a lot of questions and asks more questions as well at the same time. So, if you do like your like indie lore horror games as well, then this is really one that you should check out.
All right, last key, and then time's gonna come when I put the cassette into the cassette player. If I could actually put this key in. And time. That's Humanity Adventure 2.
GG's.
Please.
GG.
Oh God, I'm praying you hear this. Someone can get this to you.
And that is anthology. So far, I would say we completed all 7 endings as well, which is a fun time.
Destroy them.
Like I said, I have Humanity Adventure 1 and 2 world records for all of the endings, so I really wanted to showcase this kind of showcase where it just shows all the endings in the game, from the yes ending plus head ending to what we are with this ending. Also, by the way, initially when I played the game for the first time with both games' first playthroughs, I never get all the endings, and then I learned to speedrun for all endings. Which is a funny thing because
awesome.
this game is great. I love this game. If you want to get this game is quite affordable. It's less than $10. But yeah, this is the ending of Humanity Adventure 2. So
That was amazing. Gio, do you have any shout outs, anything you want to say? Where can the people find you?
yeah, shout out to the Humanity Adventure community. They're pretty cool with all the routing stuff and such. Shout out to Nico Hart. Thank you for helping me with the commentary as well.
Of course, thanks for inviting me, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Nico Hart actually worked on the load remover timer as well for this game. So, yep.
Yeah.
Unmask.
Brother.
Unmask, please. No, how are you not unmasking? Okay. If you want to check me out at JUH0RSE. That's Jew Horse. I run a lot of horror games. I run a lot of silly games as well. Lately I've been trying to do a fundraiser to go to SGDQ and such. But you know what? Hopefully I can actually be there on SGDQ. But yeah, I think that's about it. Shout out to my community as well. Yay. Shout out to Nico Hart's community as well. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Well, thank you so much, Gio, for that amazing anthology run of both Amanda the Adventurer 1 and 2. As I said, I've been like a closet enjoyer of both the games. I can't play them myself because I'm a scaredy cat, but I very much enjoyed watching Gio speed through that. But anyway, with that, we're going to do some end announcements, and then that'll be it for Hidden Heroes tonight. But before we all go to bed, I don't have the shirt myself, but if you'd like to support GDQ Hotfix, which you should, check out the 2024 Season 4 shirt at theyeti.com/GDQ. It's got all the show logos for Season 4. It's even got a little Hidden Heroes on there. It's great. And also, since we've come to the end of the night, if you've missed out on any of our shows or events, or if you've missed out on anything today from either Perilous Pass or Hidden Heroes, be sure to check out the VODs on youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. We'll also be doing a replay of it as well after we conclude tonight. But without further ado, I think that's going to be all for Hidden Heroes tonight. Thank you so much for coming together to celebrate Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year with me tonight. Remember, my friends, you're all great and that you're all heroes. I wish you good fortune and good luck in the coming year, and we'll see you tomorrow for more live GDQ Hotfix.
I won't be their pawn anymore.